Anzia Racing would like to thank the following.
Here we are.
Hello.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to the 2955 Crux Cup Stellar Endurance Championships. Lens is providing very terrible sign language interpretation.
All 07s.
All those sevens. This is the European and Asia qualifiers for this particular race. We are very excited. We've got a full field today. Plenty of racers going on. Lens, how are you?
I'm great. I'm playing this emoji chat with Nefty, my racer that I backed this morning, and I'm doing great, Papa J. Always fun to do shortcasting with you, so I'm in a very happy place. 07.
Very much looking
Astro.
forward to that. Thank you so much. Echo, hello, and how are you?
Hello, Ekavit, presiding officer of Enzo Racing, VTuber professional racer extraordinaire at your service. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you enjoy the race that you'll see today. We just had the United States, but now we are into Europe. And we've got a lot of races for you to enjoy today, so I hope you look forward to it.
Looking forward to doing this with you again. And of course, this time we have a new guest. We are joined for race analysis by the one, the only, the legendary Dunk. How you doing?
Hey guys, I'm doing well. I'm excited for this. I think there's some great racers on the track. We're gonna see some great racing.
There certainly are. We've got a full race here, as I said earlier. And for those of you who are not familiar with this, just a few hours ago, we ran the US and Australia qualifiers for this race. And we had some very, very close finishes. It was really exciting. And there are even more racers here now for this one. So we're looking forward to this. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, however, this race is all about individual racers. They are aiming to score points across multiple Grand Prix for a spot in the top 15 for the Interstellar Champion leaderboards, proving that they are the fastest pilots in the Empire and esports racing legends. So we're going to go over some details. We're going to show you the track later on. We're going to talk about the rewards that the racers are going to get when they earn them. These are all done in a Mirai Razor. It is a 2-hour endurance race on the Super Dragon Tofu Run track. It was designed by Anzia Racing's very own EchoBit. And whoever claims at the end of all of this, whoever claims first becomes the official Dragon of Loreville. I'll have Echo and Lens go over some of those rewards later on. But everybody who qualifies and is part of that final 15, they become the Godly 15. So there is a lot at stake in this race here. I'd like to go over, Lens, can you walk us through the little bit of the history of the track, go through what this Grand Prix number 1 is like?
Oh, there's a huge history here. There have been tales which have been passed on from generations about how this all came together. There have been songs that have been sung by the bards, if there were any, in the Dungeons and Dragons of Star Citizen. But there used to be a tofu shop here in Lorville, in the industrial area, and they were very, very famous for selling some amazing tofu. But the father did not know, the owner of the business did not know that his son and daughter, they would practice their racing skills while delivering the tofu. And in the Pisces, CHX, you know, I mean, this might remind you of a movie, but it's really not related to that at all. This is all very, very real, which actually happened in Star Citizen. Those two were so good at flying through those narrow corridors on Lorville that eventually they signed up as racers and became legends. And it was so popular in the downtrodden and deliberately hard-living people of Lorville that Person Dynamics actually backed it up, Star Citizen actually backed it up, and this actually became an official race. And hence, we give you the Super Dragon Tofu Run.
I think for both Lens and I, we've always loved a good Karafi cube of noodles. So we're always happy to have these delivery folks here, and these are the best of the best. And we are looking forward to seeing who qualifies for that Godly 15. This for this particular race, it is very simple. Most laps win. So all of these racers are going to be trying to complete as many laps as they can. And then from the 18 total, again, we've split this out over 2 qualifiers. We've had the US and Australia qualifying race. And right now we're going to be doing the EU and Asia qualifiers. From those 18, we will cull it down to the 15, and they will participate in the final Grand Prix race next weekend. So everybody, please make sure you are following Anzia Racing live on Twitch. Even if you're watching the VOD, head over there, twitch.tv/Anzia Racing, and make sure to hit that follow button. So in this particular track, it is 258.6 kilometers long. This is a long, complex, highly skill required track. This goes over more than 70 checkpoints, if I'm remembering correctly. There's so many that I keep
78 checkpoints.
78 checkpoints. Thank you. 78 checkpoints, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to see some very tight turns. You're going to see some very specific elevation control. There is a lot of technical requirement on this one. So we're looking forward to seeing that one. Lens, could you walk us through the rewards and prizes and give everybody a clue as to what the winners will receive?
Absolutely, I will. There's some speculation happening in the chat that there is a movie related to, as I said, regarding the Super Dragon Tofu Run. No, the only movie I can think of is Die Hard. So yeah, Christmas movie, Luminalia. This is all original, guys. There are a lot
Luminalia.
of yeah, it's a Luminalia. There are a lot of rewards this year, and these are you get a lot if you win. Well, first of all, as Papa J has just told us, that you become one of the godly 15, which is like how awesome you have to be, because you will see, if you were here with us in the morning, you know how tough this track is. But if you were not there and this is your first time, just sit there, man. You will see how tough the Laurel City is. So if you win, if you are one of the godly 15, well, everybody who participates gets the Godly 15 Discord role and the Badge of Honor. You also get a free limited edition, the Godly 15 Stellar Endurance Championships t-shirt, a physical gift with your RSI handle on it, your logo on it, and your favorite racing number. Maybe you should go for 4433 combined Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. This is earned once in a year. You also get a free physical transparent, the Godly 15 sticker. You also earn once in a year. You have the access to 4K resolution artwork of the icon, which you can use anywhere on the social media. A special mention in the Hall of Stars historical race records on Anzia. Access to the Godly 15 Racing Legend Club Discord chat, which is a very secret club where they talk about how bad Papa Juggernaut and Lens Nation are at flying ships. Those are the rewards for everybody. But if you come in the first place, in the race, which happens next weekend, you are given the title, as Papa J already told us, the Dragon of Lorville, just like that, with a lot of bassy tone. And then you also get the Dragon of Lorville Discord role and Badge of Honor. You get a special mention in the Hall of Stars historical race records. You get a free physical transparent Dragon of Lorville sticker and access to the 4K resolution sticker, which you can use anywhere you want. But that's not all. That's not all. You get... Can we have the reward screen, Echo? Let's show them first, second, and third prizes. Places right in front of your screen. Papa J, I've been talking for too long. Please walk us through these three.
These are incredible prizes for those who finish first, second, and third. You are granted the Mirai Razor. But not just the Razor, you are granted the Mirai Racing paint to go along with it. And to complete your black and red setup, you are also granted the Mirai Racing suit, which I personally believe is in the top 2 of the new racing gears in terms of aesthetics. I love what they've done with the Mirai overall look. I think these are fantastic, and these are, again, awarded to the first, second, and third place. So these are going to be sported by 3 people who are proud winners of this race in the future. We've got, after these rewards, I want to explain how the point system works. So this is a traditional Grand Prix.
Before you go into that, can I say these rewards are provided by CIG? We forgot to do that this morning. So
of course you can say that.
If they're watching now, I still want to keep us the rewards. So it's Cloud Imperium Games. They have given us these rewards, and also the rewards have been supported by Southern Cross Alliance, the org. Please, over to you.
Yes. So we've got a point system going on here. All the pilots will earn points for the Grand Prix races that they complete. It is based on position. So one pilot can earn a maximum of 150 points, and that is for first place. All other tracks are weighted on length compared to the Super Dragon Tofu run, and it's also given a bonus if they are more technical. So, for example, and I've talked about the technicality of this particular racetrack, but for example, Super Dragon, it's got a length. If we're running on Ghost, you divide the Super Dragon Tofu run track length divided by the Ghost length, rounded would be about 0.6. But it is a very technical track, so it would get a plus 0.1 technical bonus in the point weight. That means that the wards go to slightly more points. So it's fairly standard, fairly normal. Should be easy to calculate for everybody. And if we go, there we are. We've got the Grand Prix point pools right there on track, or on screen. And we're very much looking forward to. I cannot wait to see what Anzi is going to be doing in the Terra system, the Nyx system, the Castra system. All of these things, when they get unveiled, we are very excited to see what happens there. There will be city racetracks at every single system. That's going to add even more points to the Stellar Endurance Championships of the future. So, like I said, make sure you are following Anzia live on Twitch. Make sure that you are also following the YouTube channel to catch the VODs. Great opportunities here for future racers.
Okay, so this is all about the points, and this is only going to get better as the Crux Cup continues. It's going to get even better next year. For the time being, if we come back to our faces, while the races are getting ready. Echo, she's very
faces. Ew.
Faces. Yes.
This is here for us.
Without
I hide
makeup,
my face.
please. Yeah, you're the black screen right now. And shall we go over the grid now? We have 11 races. I think 10 have joined us so far, but Echo will confirm that. Let's go over the grid for this race. Starting, we have one and only the person who takes a shower before every single race. Fresh 001.
Making them fresh. But not only are they first in the pole position here, they are the first that we get to introduce from the Sanguis Luna pit crew. They're supported by the Sanguis Luna pit crew, part of the Sanguis Luna team. Everybody, I do want to remind you, these are individual races, individual racers, but some of them are supported by a pit crew, so they're going to have faster access to ships, and they're going to be able to respawn in a different way. So it's a very helpful thing to have that pit crew support. But Fresh is kicking us off with that 01 number right there on the top of their Razor. Up next, we've got legendary racer Boltok, part of the XGR team. But Boltok going to be holding number 2 and starting in the number 2 position. And I think, Lenz, you and I had a lot of fun discussing this in the first race. A lot of position changes when we got to see so many people battling it out for first. Actually, we never saw a battle for first. I should explain that. First position was held very consistently.
Boltox is from XGR Pit Crew, and we had Shaknu this morning from XGR Pit Crew, who just destroyed the track. Only one crash and just had an amazing lead. Finished 13 laps in 2 hours of qualifying. That was something incredible to watch. Unfortunately, because he was in the lead, we really didn't get to see him much because he just disappeared in the distance. We were just looking at people crashing everywhere. So Boltok, let's see how he does in this qualifying, right? Next up, we have in third position on the grid starting is Dude 3D. I have seen Dude 3D race before, but I am not much aware of Dude 3D because I do not know who is supporting Dude 3D because these are individual races, but I think they are just by themselves. So if they crash, they will have to respawn on their own. Is that correct, Echo?
That is correct. And Dude 3D, professional racer, podiums, many Crux Cups. So it's good to see them coming out here and giving Stellar a try.
Welcome, Dude. May the 3D powers be with you today. And the next, over to Papa
Coming
J.
up in the fourth position, racing number 6 on their Razor is Playing Fox. Again, legendary racer, seen them in many events. Looking forward to seeing them compete. Followed by number 9 in the 5th position. And who is that, Lens?
Sorry, say that again. Oh yeah, next one. Okay, sorry, I was just zoned out
After
reading the
playing
chat.
Fox.
Is Jacodin. Oh, Jacko is just an amazing racer. Looks like a Spartan. That's how I like to refer to Jacko, the person who actually taught me and encouraged me to fly decoupled. Fantastic. He streams. He also does an amazing podcast on YouTube. Dirk is also part of that podcast. And Jacodin here to prove his mettle, to back the words he says on those podcasts. He also makes a lot of racing guides. So today we will be watching Jacodin very closely. He's also being supported by the Sangus Luna pit crew. After Jacko, we have...
Before we get to our next racer, I do want to let everybody know that you're going to see or hear a reference to Jacodin outside of today's race, but not outside of racing, because there is a portion of today's track named for Jacodin.
A lot of the races have a lot of sections of the track named after them. Yeah.
But to answer your earlier prompt, following Jacodin in the number 6 location, but also number 10 on the hood of their Razor is Horu. Looking forward to seeing.
The audio clips out. Echo has that setting. Every time we say Huru like that, it just clips out the rest of the ooh part of it.
We're trying.
Happens.
We're putting the effort in.
Hey, can I tell you, Huru is an amazing FPS player. I have done some sessions with Huru and Tiger White and Star Citizen. These guys are meta.
Did not know that.
Very good FPS players. Like Huru and Tiger Weiss, and I was just tagging along, and we did the whole Valakar mission, just the 3 of us, just because these guys are very, very good.
Okay, well, who do we have coming up after Horu? It's another legendary racer.
Oh, nobody knows this guy. Who's this guy? This is Herbie. Oh boy, what an amazing racer. Everybody knows Herbie to be the fastest person, the ground racing king, but now he's kind of taking over the ship racing scene and completely taking over the whole scene, proving that the racing skills are applicable everywhere. Herbie has absolutely destroyed and dominated a lot of races in the Crux Cup this year. Especially, he's pretty much the heavy class king from Crux Cup. I think he has been the champion for 3 years now, Herbie. So fantastic to see him, that he's here as well to become one of the godly 15. After Herbie, we have
Computer Jesus. It is Computer Jesus coming in with number 13 on the hood of their Razor. And again, these are individual racers, so everybody's got to do their own respawns, and hopefully supported by a team, but in this case not. So we're going to see how Computer Jesus done, but they are currently in the number 8 position on the grid. And in number 9 position, we've got...
Very interesting name, File. I don't know. Do they like the administration work, or is it a computer reference after Computer Jesus? I have no idea. But this is File, and number 14 on the ship. They're racing by themselves, like no pit crew. So racing will be a little bit hard for them because they don't have readily ships available for them to just jump in and do the racing. But welcome, File. This is the first time I'm seeing File in one of the races where I am shoutcasting. So good luck to you.
It is their first time here, and I do want to mention that they were from the Expanse organization, which is one of the Russian communities. I messaged them because they were doing very well on the Arena Commander Classic Racing leaderboards, and I said, look, you've got what it takes to come to this competition. Would you like to come? And File was one of the players that answered. So yeah, welcome in, File. It's so good to have you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Echo. We appreciate that background on this. So we are looking forward to seeing this. And Lens, I'm glad you started that, because I was thinking, I don't think I've ever seen File in a race that I've shoutcasted for. And here we are. So looking forward to see File's performance here, especially when we get into some tight neck-and-neck position fights. We're going to see how File does with that. Up next, we would have, and Echo, you can keep us updated on this if you need to, we would have Normal Rocket, number 16 on the grid, or on the Razor paint there. But Normal has not checked in yet, as far as I know. Echo, is that still correct?
That's correct. So they're stuck in traffic, but if they manage to show up before the race launch, we'll let them in. But not looking too good. We might not see Normal Rocket today, but I do want to say Normal is another new person that we picked up in the racing community. I met them at the Beijing Bar Citizen when they did the racing tournament there. They're friends with Horo, and I do want to welcome you in. Even if you can't make this Grand Prix, Normal Rocket, we'd love to see you for the next one, so don't give up. Keep fighting that traffic.
And finally, in the back position of our grid, I'm going to ask Dirk to re-say this racer's name.
Did you want me to just say it first?
Yep.
It's Rentier Riche.
Perfect.
Wow.
That's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to make it sound too bad. So,
That's
holding up the back of the
way
pack
saying
there.
it.
Yeah, Rentier Riche is going to be sporting number 18. And like I said, last position on our grid. So all the room that they have to grow and advance in their rankings here, fight for their place amongst the godly 15. But ladies and gentlemen, that is your grid for today's qualifier. All EU and Asia racers. So representing their regions, representing their teams if they have a team. But this is going to be a heck of a lot of fun. So we are just getting close. Set on the grid here, is that correct, Echo? Our racers are getting ready?
Yes, they're getting in position, and I'd love to show you a tour of the track before we begin, as the race is set up and event staff get in position. Let's have a look
Would love to
at
see
the
it.
Super
Let's
Dragon
go.
Tofu run.
Uh.
Here is a tour of the racetrack. Welcome to the Super Dragon Tofu Run, a highly technical circuit inspired by the Karafi delivery pilots of Lorville. To reach the starting point, begin at Lorville Spaceport and fly to the end of the outskirts of Gate 4. Head towards the smaller area of industry at the end of Gate 4 outskirts on the right. The neon and lamp bridge between its two largest buildings is the start line of the Super Dragon Tofu Run. Pass under it with a heading of 20 degrees on your compass and fly over the giant turbines towards the side entry of Gate 4's pipe tunnel network. On entry of the tunnel, your first major obstacle are 3 large pipes. You can go high or low for more space. Travel down the Gate 4 outskirts pipework until you see the words Hurston Dynamics on the right and a large gap. Turn right into this gap to exit the pipework and into this open space. Industry blocks your way. Turn right just before the wall to enter an adjacent tunnel and immediately exit left towards a massive loading dock. After the loading dock, turn right and go through the bottom of the tunnel wall. Then fly close to the ground to go under the pipes towards Gate 3. Go through the well-lit, top-level tunnel gap while passing Gate 3. This will set you up nicely for entry into the Gate 3 outskirts tunnel. You're looking for an intersection called the Sire Split in Gate 3's tunnel. It's marked with neon signs on the right, indicating the intersection is coming up in 500 meters. Take a left at the solid yellow lights that indicate the corners of the intersection. At the end of the tunnel, exit right and follow the pipes towards the industrial city outskirts. This next section is called District 3. It contains many restricted zones that you will be dipping in and out of. You are aiming to go around this administration tower on the right with an overhang, and then left of a thin observation tower with a holographic red and white blade edge. Next, line yourself up with this giant crane and prepare to weave around it on the left, and then to the right of the tall chimney stacked building after that. and towards the nearest crane on the corner of this industry area. Pass around it on the left, and the administration overhang building right after it, and prepare to swing a hard right into the top of these 3 loading docks. Pass this tower on the right, and gently turn left towards a pair of loading docks that sit between 2 industrial walls. Next are a pair of hollow cranes along the outer wall. Head up to the chimney stack tower and pass around the tallest chimney with a red ring at the top. It also has a glowing yellow light at the top of the tower to help you see it at night. Into the tunnel and boost all the way through it to make it safely out the other side. Look out for observation towers that run next to the pipes. Fly to the closest one on the right and pass around it on the left. Next, dive under the end of this pipe section. Stay below all pipes and gently rise up on the other side. On the left, you'll see another observation tower. Pass around it on the right. And then very slowly turn to fly above Gate 3 Outskirts Tunnel and enter it before the ceiling closes up. Travel down the tunnel until you see the intersection yellow cross sign on the left. When you see the yellow cross sign, look for a break in the tunnel when the sides open up. Then fly left, up and out of the tunnel and to the left of this observation tower. The next section is a flight through the Lowville CBD trenches. First, fly through the top of these loading docks next to Gate 3 before heading down into the city trenches themselves. Into Gate 3 city trenches below this loading dock and stay below all overhead neon bridges while inside the trenchway. Take a left at this intersection to join the Gate 2 city trenchway. Next, take 2 right-hand turns before the CBD to transfer to Gate 1 City Trenchway. Follow Gate 1 City Trenchway all the way to the end. Exit Gate 1 City Trench after the last overhead bridge and go through the top of the loading dock of Gate 1. Take a gentle left turn towards the side of Gate 1 Outskirts Tunnel and aim to enter it through the side landing bay. Fly down Gate 1 Outskirts Tunnel to the end. Stay on target. At the end of the tunnel is a vertical hairpin. Touch up and around the end of the last overhead beam. Aim for the top of the loading docks on the way back and prepare to turn towards the shoulder tunnel. Enter the shoulder tunnel through its side landing bay and then prepare to turn right and then immediately right again out the other side of the tunnel after the intersection. Next, you are aiming to re-enter the city through the top of these loading docks on the corner of the CBD. Take a 90-degree left turn out of the loading docks towards the yellow holographic blades that mark the edge of the first letterbox hangar. Enter the letterbox hangar on the left side of the building. Exit right and fly alongside the large foundational building. The second letterbox hangar is a hairpin around the skyscraper. Take a right and fly up towards the next hangar. Turn left and be careful on exit of this hangar as there are multiple buildings in the way. Head down to the final letterbox hangar of this section and exit right of the holographic construction building and the building after that. This will line you up nicely with re-entry into the CBD trenchway. Enter before the overhead neon bridges and stay under all of them once again. Take a left here and fly straight, onwards to the Gate 5 City Trenchway. Fly all the way down the trenchway of Gate 5 to the end. At the last loading dock just before Gate 5, swing a sharp left up and out of the trenchway. This next section is called Dock Pit. It starts with a chicane through the top of the nearest loading dock, weave through it and exit right. Head straight through the top of Dock 57 and hairpin left turn out of Dock 58. Go straight through Dock 59 and hairpin right through Dock 60 after that. Straight through Dock 61 and then get ready to enter Gate 62 as a hairpin right turn. Immediately hairpin left exit and straight through Dock 63. Exiting the last Dock 64 of Dock Pit, take a right turn towards Small Industry and pass under the bridge between its buildings. Then swing a left and pass under the pipeline. Aim between the top of these buildings as you begin the Tiger Highway section. Go through the top of all loading docks that sit above the city highways. Take a right here and go through the top of Dock 68 to 72. After exiting the last loading dock above the city highways, go through the two brackets that stand tall above the pipelines on the left. Next aim for the administration tower with an overhang and fly under it. Take a right around the crane and stay left of the two holographic blades of the last two observation towers. This completes a lap of the Super Dragon Tofu run. If you want to prove you're the fastest Karafi delivery pilot in the verse, submit a time trial to the community leaderboards of scr.gg. This track was made for competitive esports ship racing. Race together by visiting anzaracing.com. Made possible in Star Citizen. Join the verse by visiting play.sc. Anzia Racing would like to thank the following.
There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a highly technical, complex race, again, covering nearly 260 kilometers of track across the industrial side of Lorville, which is most of Lorville. But I'm very excited to let everybody know that now that we are ready to get this race underway, we are also joined by our fellow and friendly commentator. It is the one, the only, Dashmaster. How you doing, Dash?
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry for my tardiness, but I'm here now. Got something scheduled mixed up, but I'm here and I'm ready to go. And I watched the USA race yesterday for qualifying. This is going to be a tough racetrack for these drivers, and we've got a lot more ships than we did yesterday. So we saw some crashes in the opening lap. It's going to be even more challenging today, I think, to keep your nose clean.
Very, very true. We're very glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. We, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get this race underway. You can see our grid right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 racers, or 10 racers and a staff member. There's Oleg. Yeah, sorry, I was counting Oleg for some reason. Oleg's not racing. Oleg's providing amazing camera work.
We've got the clear for race launch. We're about to get started.
Normal Rocket hasn't been able to join, so we are racing with 11 racers.
That's right, racers and razors. Oh yeah, I need to be very clear in my pronunciation.
Also, the sun/star will be rising soon, so we will start the race in day, and then it's going to be a long day. I think these guys are going to get lucky if it doesn't rain.
Green, green. The start's
There
going to be very important going to turn 1.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
exciting.
these first few
The-
checkpoints are very dangerous.
Yes.
I think there was some gamma adjustment on that point of view, because from this point of view, it looks very, very dark, but that ship was pretty much clear. Looked like the sunrise was already there. Very tight grid, no crashes so far. Fresh is just doing fresh things. The shower helping, and he's going away. Followed by ball talk. Dude 3D, no change so far.
It's important that we call that out. This is as Dirk was saying, this is really a dangerous time because everybody is in roughly the same place. I am noticing a gap, however. We've got a significant distance between Haru and Dude. Dude,
No, they're catching up.
slowed down.
After Huru, we are not seeing. Or is Herbie ahead? Yeah, Herbie. Computer Jesus seems to have overtaken Herbie. Still don't see Herbie, so maybe he's had a crash. File connected, so looks like File had a crash. Herbie
There's
is there.
Herbie there,
but
so he's still moving.
Herbie,
I think
yeah.
Computer Jesus just had a crash
Yep.
Yep.
because his marker
You're right,
just
I
stopped.
think Herbie has been dropped. But in this race, in this qualifying, doesn't matter. If all the people in the front, yep, Jacodin had a crash. Oh no, Sparta has fallen on lap 1, but not to worry, they will come back. Computer Jesus had a ship destroyed. Wow, I want to count how many crashes we get in this race.
I really hope that we're starting to see the beginning of the end of that trend. The fewer crashes we can have, I think the more competitive this gets. I think the more skill we're going to see put on display. Would love to see this not be finished because of crashes. I would love to see all of these racers just battling it out and putting their capabilities out here for all of us to watch.
I think the amount of
agree with you. Yep.
I agree, but I think the amount of crashes we're seeing just plays to how difficult this track is. Because even watching the track map, when I watched it, there were a couple places that I thought we'd really see incidents, mainly into the city where the letterbox turns are, and then the switchback during the port area. But it looks like we've got already 3 or 4 crashes before we even got to that part of the course.
True.
Yeah, this is going to happen, but even crashes don't stop us getting some entertainment, because this morning, even after so many crashes in the later part of the race, just 3 laps, what an amazing battle between Tint and Jelly had made. That was very exciting on a track like this, changing places. I'm very sure we will have that in this race. I'm gonna say not even just between 2 racers, but at least 3 racers will be competing, I think. Let's see, that's my prediction. Sometime during the race, we will have 3 people competing for a while.
Well, I think your prediction's good right now because we've got 4 in that lead group from Fresh down to Playing Fox that are still on the same straightaway with each other.
Yeah, look at that. It looks great. Great camera work, Oleg Lime. Awesome.
Dirk, we did this. We did this at the end of the last race, but I would love to do it throughout this, especially because you are an experienced racer. You've podiumed on different races, and you know what these things are like. As we're getting through this first lap, and these are, as you said, long laps, even with the incredible talent that we've got in this pack today, we're still looking at 8+ minutes of running here. In these first laps, what is a strategy? How is it going to be different at the beginning of the race versus maybe midway, ending? What does the start look like for a racer, and what should they be trying to do?
There's really a lot of feeling out process at the beginning of a race and trying to see where things are lining up, because you can know everything you can about someone's time trial time and everything, but the actual race state times can be quite different. So it's a matter of feeling that out and figuring out where things are starting to line up, and then trying to settle into a good rhythm. And just especially these endurance races, just trying to focus on putting down decent laps and surviving these laps especially.
It sounded like you're not only saying they're feeling out the track and making sure that they're comfortable with it again, but also feeling out other racers. Is that part of their strategy?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you can see already, even though Dude 3D qualified ahead of Plain Fox, you can see that they're starting to have a little bit of a battle there with each other. So they're probably trying to see where each other is faster and trying to figure out whether it's a good idea to try push and try to make a little bit of gap, or if you feel comfortable sitting behind them and just trying to stay safe if you're not going to be able to easily overtake them.
Makes sense.
Playing Fox and
Makes
Dude are actually very close, yeah. So you start making those kind of calls straight away from the beginning. I mean, in my head, I thought everybody would be just like, nah, we're just gonna keep it safe in the beginning. Very interesting, Drunk.
I'd like to get confirmation from Echo and Dirk that turn that we just watched them go through with that bright yellow sign that hangs off the edge of the wall. Is that a physicalized sign? Can that be made contact with?
Sire split you're talking about?
Oh, that's right. That's Sire.
No,
Yeah.
the Sire Split ones
Playing-
and also the Stay on Target ones. Playing Fox, do 3D. Possible double crash there. That's right, Dashmaster.
Yeah, I
Master.
just saw their markers just stopped. I think they both just had a
Stop.
crash in there.
Competition happening already. There we go.
Now-
Oh, no,
They
Playing
haven't
Fox
even
is
finished
moving.
lap 1. Oh
Might have
yeah,
been a
very
lag. Playing
unfortunate.
Fox is now moving again.
maybe Dude 3D is also moving. We'll see if there's a Playing Fox connected. So
Now Playing
what?
Fox has respawned. I can see them.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
chip collision, Playing Fox.
Oh,
And
no.
with Dude 3D. So we were correct about it. A man fall down Wayne DC in the chat. Welcome. He launched a hype train this morning, Wayne, while we were ship racing. Trains and ships. Fantastic combo.
Yes,
Now,
that's just
interestingly,
a bit of a mistake by one or the other of trying to push this early and trying to make an overtake earlier on in this race. When it's a long endurance race like this, if you're not making a comfortable overtake, you're better off to try and sit behind and pick your moment when it's safer to make an overtake.
yeah, I think that's well said. And for those of you watching, please note that we called out that Playing Fox had a ship collision. However, Dude had the ship destroyed. So we do try to be as specific as we can when we're giving this information to you. And we have
File had another
another
crash.
destruction from File, another ship taken out there. So that is File's second crash, ladies and gentlemen. We are not even done with our first lap.
Not even one lap done, Wayne. You haven't missed anything, but you have missed a lot of crashes. The lap 1 chaos. F me and Dash, we know that in Formula 1. Oh boy, lap 1 chaos. That's happening right
Yeah,
now.
this track is really testing our racers right now. I think we've had half the field now crash. And the sad part is, Lance, we've lost our 4-racer lead group up there. It's now just Fresh and Bolt Talk. Actually, Fresh is now pulled away a lot from Bolt Talk, as you see on the camera.
It'll be very interesting to see if Fresh pulls a Shaknu. I'm going to call it. Is he going to pull a Shaknu? Just not have a crash at all. Or one, if he will. Let's see what happens. Let's have this competition between Fresh and Shaknu, even though they were different qualifying races. So we had Dude crash. We had Playing Fox in a collision. We had Jacodin crash. Kuru Herbie haven't crashed yet. Computer Jesus had a crash. File had 2. Normal Rocket is not in the race, and Rentier also hasn't crashed so far.
Yeah, we've got some very fortunate racers here so far. They've avoided a lot of these collisions. But as Dash just said, roughly half the pack already has suffered a crash, and we are not yet done with lap 1. I will point out that we should be getting the completion of Fresh's first lap in the next few seconds if they are keeping true with their qualifying times. We are approaching that 8.5, 9 minute mark.
Yep, we will see that the grid will change, the positions will completely change once everybody had lap 1. We had to wait quite a long time this morning for 4 of the racers to finish their lap 1 because they just kept crashing. It was Nafty who's in the chat. I think I cursed him this morning by backing him up, Qualsar, and they took their time finishing their lap 1 because just multiple crashes. Maybe it was desync or who knows. This is a tough track. Fresh has finished his lap 1, 8:48. That's already faster than Shaknu.
I believe our fastest Shaknu time this earlier was in his first lap, so it'll be interesting to see if that holds true through this, or if we start to see Fresh or Boltok start to bring their times even further down.
That was 8:43, right?
8:48.
8:48. Yeah,
we've got an 8:48 finish here from Fresh, which is our current fastest lap time. Boltok coming in a significantly surprising 15, almost 16 seconds behind that. We saw a much closer pack earlier in the lap, and now we've already got an almost 16-second gap here between numbers 1 and 2.
And Huru not doing bad at all. 3rd position already and very competitive. Very cool. All these guys need to do is just fly safe. That's it. I mean, Fresh and Baltok will maybe chase each other for top position. Because, of course, I think having clear air in this race will be very important. Let's see how that unfolds for us. All about practice, as Luigi says.
You can see
Yeah,
how the
one of the
crash has
huge
already
short
affected the
Huru.
order as Haru started 6th and has already jumped up 3 spots just from everyone else's mistakes.
Yeah, who
least
showed
they
to Huru
need
for
to
pulling into that position?
they need to at least pull away a couple of laps to keep themselves safe. Like if you have a couple of laps or at least 1 lap on your competitors, then you have a safety margin of having 1 crash. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Definitely adjustment of gamma, which is, I think, perfectly good strategy to use if you're using the cockpit view. We didn't see any of that this morning, or maybe they were doing it and we didn't have their point of view.
That will absolutely be reshade, giving them that enhanced gamma. Very
Reshade.
helpful in the nighttime, which they needed
All
for that
hail
start.
Reshade.
All hail Reshade. This part of the stream is sponsored by Reshade. Increase the performance of your game and make it look pretty.
Not officially sponsored.
Not officially sponsored. Conditions apply.
And Lens, by the way, you can't keep making this mistake, sir. We learned in the last race, these are star rises, not sunrises.
Yes, star rises. I did say sun/star rise. I did say that in the chat.
It's not a sun. The sun is in our system. You're in the wrong planetary system, sir.
It is such a cool way of describing it. I love. Well, you learned something in NZA streams. That's what we learned this morning. It's a star rise and a star
Yeah,
set.
what I've learned is that you need another cup of tea.
I do. Chai, please. That's the problem right there. We're back, Dash.
Sun, star, I think we know. It's either way looks beautiful this early morning. Star rise here on Hurston Dynamics.
I'll let Drunk vote on that. Let Drunk vote on that.
We do have to we have to call out that Herbie has also finished their first lap. So everybody is on lap 1 at this point. We're not seeing any lap gaps yet.
See, he was dropped by Dude and Playing and Jacko and Computer Jesus, and they all crashed. And Herbie is the winner here. At least after lap 1, he has jumped he's jumped it doesn't matter how much he jumped because he was dropped earlier. Dropped by 4 people, and now he's in the 4th position. Pretty good, Herbie. He's good at not crashing.
And it's worth calling out that for Herbie only being 1 minute and 12 seconds behind, as we saw in the first qualifiers just a few hours ago, that's very easily made up. That is not something that is insurmountable. It's not like the minute is, a long minute. That 1 minute can be made up with a single crash. That 1 minute can be made up in a couple of laps. If you play your cards right and you cut these corners, you're going to be able to shave that 1 minute down very, very quickly.
No, I don't have all my... Sorry, Dash. I don't have my all my windows open. I don't have the access to this data. Did Rentier crash? Did we miss the crash, or did he not have a crash yet?
Have not seen a crash.
Okay, because everybody who did not crash on lap 1 have actually finished their lap 1. Everybody else had a crash except for Rentier. So it'll be very interesting where he is. Jacko has already finished, and Jacko crashed. So where is Rentier? Maybe one of the camera
right here on screen.
Find Rentier?
This is Rinterich right here. Bringing home their first lap. Slow and steady wins the race.
Beautiful. They will claim the 6th spot, or maybe Dude is ahead of them, or somebody's ahead of them. Interesting. Soul Rise on Earth. Would it be a Stanton Rise here? Okay. Wayne, you just had to throw in another name in there. We are already confused between Star and Sun.
I like Stanton Rise, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Stanton Rise. I like that.
Oh, I interrupted you earlier, Dash. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say with how long this track is, it's very easy to make up time or lose time with as many corners here. The seconds do add up. And it sounds simple, but this is a track of over nearly 300 kilometers long. There's a lot of chances for mistakes here.
Lots and lots. Hey, Drunk, have you raced on this track? Have you practiced on this one?
A little bit. I haven't had the opportunity to really get down to doing many lap times, but I've been on it a few times.
Okay, did you try to time yourself?
NTA
Oh,
just
Rents
finished
just
their
did.
lap.
Yeah, just finally. Good.
Yeah, I was
Did you
getting,
happen? Yeah.
I was getting down to the 9 minutes, like the just like 9:10s, 9:05s.
Well,
That's
ask
very
me
close.
now.
I will tell the viewing public here. I will let you know that. Oh no, ship
Computer
destroyed.
Jesus.
Computer
Oh
Jesus again.
no.
Computer Jesus number 2.
2 crashes for
Not
Computer
good.
Jesus. Yeah.
You guys just
So-
heard Durnk, who's a professional racer, got around that 9-minute mark. I was also in that 9 range. Unfortunately, it was hours.
And I'm gonna say, I'm still doing the lap. I still haven't finished yet. I think it's 9
he's
9
he's still
days
on the
now?
track in a different shard.
Yeah, okay. Manfall Down is saying my money is on the Rentier Rich. Hey, chat people, Luigi, Nafty, you're all there. Go ahead and pick your favorite. Let's see who will be the most consistent. We need to have Mr. Consistent or Mr. Consistent Racer award for these races, like the person who has the least crashes. Shaknu was one in the morning. Today it will probably be Fresh. Huru,
So far
Cloud
we've
is
got
backing Cloud.
Fresh, Boltalk, Haru, Herbie. Who am I
Crashless.
missing? Yeah, they are
So the cr-
crashless so far.
The Crashless Club. Did Dude have another crash? And Huru had another crash? Or maybe it's just the notification that pops up later. Commentary curse is my favorite. Sure, Luigi.
I was about to say, as a member of the Sanguis Luna team, you know, have you ever heard of what a commentary curse is?
Well, Fresh just connected as well, so I wonder what happened there.
Ooh, shout out to race officials and to the new camera system made by Echo. What is the new camera system, Echo?
We're able to take in a lot of Discord live streams, so the technology
Oh,
we already use for VoIP, we can now take in all of the cameras that people put up in the stream.
POV system then. So the POVs, like what we're seeing right now.
That's right. So here
Yeah,
we
these
can
are-
see
these are
Fresh. Fresh
great
is solo
POVs.
gate. They're connected. May have just been a bug.
Noxus has picked the safest bet. He's packing Oleg to make some great shots. Yeah, don't jinx
There we
it.
go.
Definitely.
Dude 3D playing Fox both completed as well. So we're awaiting 2 more racers to finish their first lap here. We're just waiting on Computer Jesus, who's unfortunately suffered 2 crashes, along with File, who has suffered 2 crashes.
Precious coming back around. This is going to be very interesting to see what his time is on this lap, especially.
It's looking good for Fresh, Baltalk, Huru, and Herbie at this stage. Let's see which one of these 4 gets a crash first. So those notifications that we're seeing, they're deceiving because there's just the party markers popping up for depending on the range. Yeah, okay, so nobody's had a crash in a while now. The last crash was Computer Jesus. Let's see. Fresh has
Fresh
completed
is-
2 laps.
Yeah, he backed it down a lot from his first lap down to a 9:01
Whoa.
from an 8:48, which was on lap 1. So I think he's just gotten into a good rhythm here. He doesn't need to push. Really, he's
No.
15 seconds ahead. So it's good time early in the race. Just focus on making lap time.
We were
Boltalk
talking
with
about
with
this.
the same lap time though. That's interesting.
Drunk, this is for you. We were talking this morning about this, like at least this was my point of view, that your starting grid position really is not going to make much difference unless you're like at the first top 2 positions because of the crashes. Is that a valid thing to assume? Like it doesn't really matter if you start last because if you just are consistent and don't crash, it's not going to matter where you start.
I'd say yes and no. I think it's very important to try to qualify in a position where you're not going to be behind slow traffic that can be dangerous at the start of a race. So the pole is for sure the best because you get all the clean air in the world and you don't have to worry about party markers. But you don't want to. You still want to have a decent position because if you fall too far behind and you end up with slower traffic, then it can be dangerous and can cause accidents early on.
Where will you
Yeah,
call
and
the cutoff point? Sorry, I was just like
No,
a
go
follow-up
ahead, go
question
ahead.
there. Yeah, so where will you draw the line? Like I at least want to be 3rd or 4th and not below that. Otherwise, I am stuck in slow traffic.
I think it depends on the pilots that are in there. So I think in this for this EU one, it would probably have been around the 4, 5, 6 spot. So I wouldn't personally, I wouldn't want to be any further than the 5th or 6th grid position if I were racing this one.
I will say we may have just seen, yes, that confirms that Playing Fox has just overtaken Rentier. So we've got a change in position here for this lap.
And welcome to Evericus Brutus Caesar the 12th in the chat. It's nice
One of
to
the things I
see.
noticed, I saw when Fresh was completing their lap and then Boltalk as well. We talked about the very, very minimal distance or minimal time difference between 15 seconds. I mean, Dash, you were just saying it. Fresh has slowed down their time by 12, 13 seconds. That's essentially the gap that Boltalk was behind. So if Boltalk had stayed in the same pace that they had on their first lap, that could have been a neck and neck race for that second place or for the second lap completion.
Just one little update on that Fresh lap time. It seems we've seen from the staff that they might be 2 or 3 seconds slower than the actual lap time. So we might even see a really fast lap time coming up for Fresh if he comes around here and it's timed perfectly.
Wow.
And Huru is still there, Herbie's still there. These guys are doing good, at least for the first 2 laps. They're on their 3rd lap. Pretty good going for them.
It's very evident right now. I think if we look at Rentier and their track performance, they seem to be running a very cautious race, trying to stay alive, avoid accidents. These have been conservative lap times, but again, no crashes yet, so that could be the key to winning.
I think the important stat right now is to keep that crash counter at 0.
Yep.
It is a long lap if you get into trouble here. There's the 50% marker if you get into an incident later in the lap, but the less crash, I think, the better for any driver. And 0 is the best on a track this long.
Rentier is having fans. Rentier has a lot of fans in the chat. They are cheering him up because I think it's a good time zone for the French people. Nice to see you all, Fabian. Welcome, Dupe. I just had the notification that you're actually playing SnowRunner. Dude, sort out your priorities. Like, just watch the stream.
And to put a bow on that, while Rentier is working on their second lap, File just their first lap, and Computer Jesus is yet to finish their first lap due to their crashes.
They're still faster than the morning race because we had a long delay for 3 of the races to finish their first lap. But as Drunk said, yeah, we actually have a faster pack here. They are actually, I think, on average faster than the morning qualifying.
They seem to be on average, but again, when you have a racer that's being as safe and conservative as Rentier, that kind of skews the bell curve a little bit, spreads it out.
Yeah, it does do that, and it would really depend. I mean, these are interesting stats to look at. What was the average speed or the average lap times in all these qualifying races? Definitely, I am very hyped for the Grand Prix next weekend. 100%. This is going to be fun. All 15 of the racers who are going to race there is just going to have amazing competition. It will be interesting to see all these people who are the racers who are not crashing. Will they have the same luck the next week? Oh boy, very exciting.
We have on the left there that Dude 3D making their way through the city right now.
Next to Uncle Hurston. We didn't get the answer, Papa Juggernaut, from this morning. Whose statue is that? What's the name?
I have no idea. It was a random question. I hope somebody had the answer to it, but nobody did. I truly thought I knew. I thought it was the Archibald Hurston statue. However, when they flipped around in the daylight and then I saw the position, I was like, "Oh, that's not the Archibald Hurston statue." Oh crap! Well, I have no idea.
There were a few guesses in the morning.
Something we have that just happened is we had Fresh overtake Frontier Reach near the back, and so this is going to something we're going to be seeing here for a little bit here is as the guys at the top start getting faster and they might be coming up to the back markers. We'll see if that's going to slow them down on their lap times too.
Yeah, overtakes lapping.
That'll be our first lap overlap. That's not the phrase, but it's our first
Lapping.
one of this particular race, and we are only 25 minutes in.
This is the multiple S segment. Like you go through, you literally create an S through all these arches right there. Absolutely hate that
that's our
section.
chicane.
This is
That's
my
our
favorite segment on the racetrack.
oh, dude,
It's such a
no.
technical portion.
Oh, it's so hard to
And
fly.
watch Fresh do it here.
There we go. Whoa.
Oh, this is so cool. I like the way he sets up to the outside, hits that apex to get the inner corner of the next guard or the next supply dock. Just making all the lap time through here. Hit that inside
Wow.
apex again.
Wow.
Negative G10.
And to do that on the
So
side.
cool.
Yeah.
To do that on the side and then make the left-hander is incredible. I would have crashed about 5 times trying to do that.
I haven't
That's
even
the-
started yet.
That's the embodiment of the brown pants strategy.
Yes.
Yes, a very valid strategy suggested by Red Monster this morning. Yes. Yeah, Cloud feels like he's been brainwashed. You and me too, exactly. Oh, there's some statue discussion in the chat. Well, the day is up, so they will have a little bit of better visibility and no sign of rain yet. They are having a very clear weather. Very, very lucky for the qualifying. This will make... I want rain, at least in the Grand Prix, at least once. We do need rain to
How dare you?
to level the playing, to level the field,
That's-
man.
That's the Formula One fan in him right there.
Yeah, that's
Right.
me.
Waiting for
want
death
it.
and destruction.
Yep.
Well, I'm not gonna say it, and I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't had a crash for a while. So, let's see. Okay, there's the notification. Fastest lap,
New
fresh.
We did a fast-
840.
840. Wow.
Fresh. That's it. Oh my.
Oh my
I
goodness.
think you can add a couple seconds to that. I think. From what I spoke with Fresh as well about his fastest times, I think that realistically that was an 8:42 or 8:43.
Either way,
I'm
it's still
doing it.
faster than the 8:48 from lap number 1. So very excited to see these times getting shorter and shorter for Fresh. That says a hell of a lot about the skill that our audience gets to watch right now.
Yeah, and these guys just if you negate the lap 1 chaos, these guys are quite good. They're not crashing much, and I have knocked on the wood as well to hopefully cover them from the commentator curse as well. Computer Jesus still hasn't finished the lap. Oh man, are they
We do
racing?
have
I
We
also
do
have
have an
not seen
interesting-
Computer Jesus's marker.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a little bit either. We do have an interesting overtake that we can expect to see in a moment or in a little bit, maybe this lap, maybe the next lap, between Fresh and Dude 3D, as he is close to 20 to 30 seconds faster than Dude 3D's times, and he's coming up behind him now, which is very impressive. Dude 3D is very fast, so for Fresh to be able to overtake him this way is going to be pretty crazy.
While we wait
Yeah,
for that
dude,
overtake, I just want to remind everybody in chat, or even if you're watching the VOD of this later on, you've seen some links get dropped into chat for the official Anzia Racing merch. If you would like to support Anzia Racing, that is one of the best ways to do it. You could check out their entire online store. All you've got to do is go to !merch if you are live in chat, or go to anziaracing.com/merch online, and you can check out everything from socks to t-shirts. Some very, very cool racing gear that you can pick up for yourself, your friends, your family, or total strangers who just need to look better.
Yeah, so by the
It's-
splits, we can expect this overtake to happen coming around the end of this lap. Because Dude 3D crossed the finish line about 20 seconds before Fresh, and that is about the split between them, maybe even less. So we can expect to see it at some point in time during this lap. They'll catch up.
A great view right there, showing us the distance there. Fresh is closing.
I agree with Nox in the chat. That'll be very cool to have the name of the racers in the POV camera so we know who we are watching. And some of them actually have it. I don't know, that looks like a Discord thing, but some of them don't. Like, who were we watching
Anyone
earlier?
with a widescreen, it goes off the broadcast because we're only 1080
Okay.
phase, so you won't be able to see them, but you can see it in the bottom left if they are running 1080p today, who
see.
we're watching.
Yeah, right now we are having all a glam, as you can see on the left side of the screen. But yeah, okay, understood. That's like a technical thingy. Yeah, well, I would say the TV coverage and the stream coverage of our streams is still better than Formula One coverage. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
No
We'll
comment.
do our best.
Ladies
They
and
are
gentlemen, Rencier is
horrendous.
not moving. They
Oh,
they
no.
very
Oh, no,
they
no, they-
Here
paused.
they are.
No, no,
They're
no,
okay.
they were
They recovered.
yeah, they're okay,
They
but they
recovered,
paused in
yeah.
that corner. That was incredibly slow taking that corner. They were being very cautious still.
That was a sire split, so that's the lens strategy. Just slow down to lens pace and just take that corner and go.
Oh, for the love of God, if they slow down to the lens pace, they're never going to finish the race.
They will not even start. They won't even start. That's normal rocket has employed my strategy today.
The lens pace is doing the echo flip, but not completing the flip. You just park on top of the overhang. You just sit there and you wait. You drink a cup of chai. You watch
And
people
take a
do
screenshot.
important things. Take a couple screenshots.
And call it a win.
Storyboard your next machinima. Yeah, let's hope these are real racers and not lenses.
Oh, really, really good. So the coverage is great and really enjoying the onboard view. Thank you, Duke.
There we go. This is the overtake that we're waiting for here. Dirk was predicting this. It looks like Fresh. I will say it looks like Dude is keeping Fresh at a distance, but definitely Fresh is right there. I mean, you can see this is Fresh's perspective. Dude 3D very much in the sights.
We're coming up now to the section where I've been told is the most time saves is coming around Echo Flip up into around Dock Pit. Those are the most time saves. So if we're going to see some overtaking, or if we're going to see a lot of that gap get closed up, we should expect to see it soon here.
That's
Dude
very
just
true. We
completed
saw
the,
that.
Yep, Dude just completed the Echo Flip, and here comes Fresh.
It is Fresh. Yeah, we saw different ways people were doing it. Oh, that was very fast. Yeah, they didn't. Fresh did not complete the complete barrel roll. He's just gone vertical, lining up for the next corner. Very cool strategy. There we go, through the docks. Oh man, that shows you the practice and the skill involved. He was already lined up for this turn.
But just a few seconds ago, I mean seconds ago, they were 7 kilometers apart. Now currently sitting at about 5 kilometers apart. That shows you how competitive this is going to be for the next hour and a half.
Amazing. We saw some very wide echo flips, and this was the most incredible skill I have seen so far from the point of view of Fresh. Well, take showers, guys. That's the strategy. That's what Fresh does.
Flying through the
Beautiful.
letterbox. Got another one coming
This
up
is,
right here.
Yeah, this is almost
Okay, that's
poetry.
a roof. That's a roof.
Oh, that's a crane.
Yeah.
Lord.
That's Superman.
Wow.
Wow, I mean, how beautiful is this? You can write poems about Fresh's flying. Wow.
He's getting
what
real
sets
close
him
to those
apart-
cranes, guys.
Oh yeah,
Say
and
hello to
what sets
Uncle
him apart
Hearst.
from everyone else isn't just how close he gets to places, but I want the viewers at home to pay attention to the TVI, which is that little marker in the middle of his screen, and you'll see how quickly he brings it back onto the crosshair. And to keep it simple, the more time you have on TVI, the faster that you will go. That is the best top speed is when that TVI is right on your crosshair. So he makes that smoother than anyone else that I've seen. I think Bull Talk is one of the few people I see who are comparable in smoothness of TVI management.
Boltalk
I
still
heard
running a
th-
solid number 2 in this race. Boltalk, as of the last lap completion, Boltalk 37 seconds behind Fresh.
And pretty much the same gap between Baltok and Huru by 38 seconds. So they're very well settled there. And I heard the same conversation from Jackardin in one of his streams about the TVI and keeping your crosshair there. That's the way to go fast. But like for people like me and Juggernaut, it's more about where the hell is my ship going anyway? I don't even look at TVI. I'm like, okay, which way I'm facing and where are the walls? So, and for these guys to do this is a completely different skill set. It's very beautiful.
No.
to watch.
I always know where the wall is because it's usually right in front of my face.
How about you, Dash? What kind of a pilot are you? We have never heard your adventures.
Well, mainly I've been on the combat side of things. I did actually run one of the the racetrack on Orison, and it's fun. But I am also one of the guys that knows where the wall is because I kind of tend to run into it a lot.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, you're gonna see this gap as we're coming into the start finish now between Dude 3D and Fresh, especially through these last few turns. Fresh should be closing it up even further. We can expect an overtake in this next lap, I think.
2 kilometers apart, ladies and gentlemen. Just a minute ago, it was 7 kilometers. They are down to 2. There are 2 kilometers between Dude 3D and Fresh, and we are in Fresh's perspective right now. You see that gap closing as they do these straightaways. Oh, okay, that's
I didn't know you could fly through there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Learning something new every day. Jesus.
Stop creating your own track, Fresh. He's riding the curbs. 2 wheels off the curbs, in fact. That was... Whoa, that's a very nice entry through the... Oh, boy, that's fast.
Sub
Right, so
1 kilometer gap.
He's lapped Dude. I think Dude may have had a crash there, but if Fresh...
Yes.
If we had track limits, Fresh would be stretching the limit of them with some of these entries into turns.
That is very unfortunate for Dude 3D. And I don't want people to be mistaken. Dude 3D is very fast. He is not a slow pilot. So for Fresh to have closed that distance, and then it seems the pressure of Fresh on Dude was enough to cause him to make a mistake.
That is the second collision for our friend Dude 3D. We hate to see that here. But that is what, again, that can be the difference maker. That can be the thing that separates first from second, second from third, third from fourth. You get one crash and you've got somebody that can overtake you.
For other battles going on, we've got File and Herbie getting close together here. I'm not sure. Let me check the lap time to see who's going faster, to see who's going to be overtaking who.
And Computer Jesus has definitely also finished the lap. We did notice when that happened. So all of our racers have finished 1 lap so far. Computer Jesus is on 1 lap, and Fresh is on his 5th lap. That's the gap right now. That's a massive gap. In the morning race, we had 13 laps finished by Shaknu, and in the end, it was Nafty who finished 6 laps. And that was the gap in the morning race. I think we'll see a larger gap in this one. Completely different kind of races unfolding for different racers in their racing suits.
I love it. Yeah, so File is about 30 seconds faster than Herbie on lap times, and he's coming up on him right now. They are not close on laps. Herbie is way ahead, but File is potentially be overtaking Herbie very soon, and they look like they're very close together.
So potentially starting to sync up on their lap count.
Yeah, that'd be the important part at this point for File to try and get that spot, just get back on the same lap as Herbie.
Herbie will still stay a lap ahead, I think, for a while. File will need to pass him twice.
Actually, he just finished lap 3.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but Herbie has a huge advantage here. 1 lap on this lap is a huge lap. But let's see what the time margin is on File.
Obviously, based on the camera angle we have right now, Boltok in a very comfortable second place. Not really seeing a lot of action behind Boltok. Obviously, there's a significant gap between Boltok and Fresh, but Boltok's sitting at number 2 and able to do what they need to do.
It's very consistent. Earlier, we saw the gap between Fresh and Boltok was 36 seconds, and the gap between Boltok and Huru was 37 seconds. Right now, it is 48 seconds and 47 seconds. It's like they're all stretching away, like the universe expanding at the consistent rate.
They tacked on 10 seconds each.
And Herbie, I don't have that screen open. I don't know what the gap between Huru and Herbie is, but I am very, very pleased by Huru's performance. Huru is one of those people that Echo came across in one of the, was it the Taiwan? Oh, no, the Chinese communities, and Huru has joined Southern Cross Alliance, and Huru actually started as staff for these races, helping us out as the cameraman. And now Huru is racing. Very nice to see that.
Huru is quite a ways ahead of Herbie, but he's not quite caught up with Boltok and Fresh, but he's been very consistent so far. And if he can keep that up, I think he can hold on to this 3rd place position.
It's a great place to be. Great place to be.
And Huru just ran their fastest lap at a 9:09, so being consistent from start position number 10 all the way to the podium in this qualifying race.
I was just going to say that's an important thing to note because for Rentier, who has had a very conservative run, low comparative speeds, they have overtaken File, who had the 2 crashes.
Although we just had File overtake Rentier, so that will be interesting as this lap finishes up if that brings File up and lets him move up into 8th place.
Yeah,
Oh
File
yeah,
is
I see
ahead
that
of
now. Yeah,
Rentier. Right there. Yep. It's a huge lap, lots of battles going on. I'm pretty sure we're missing a lot of the action on the track. But yeah, we can only report what we see. Definitely helps to have Dermk here. Also, people in the chat, if you see Tint in the chat, he's not here. Just letting everybody know. Don't tell anybody. He's working.
We have Fresh is going to be coming up onto Computer Jesus and Plain Fox in the next couple laps as well. So that'll be interesting to watch and follow.
Oh, Echo Flip. Is that
A little
fresh?
bit wide. A little bit wide on that Echo Flip, though. That there was some distance that didn't need to be there.
Is this fresh we're looking at?
This is fresh.
Looks like it.
This
Yeah,
is
because they're
fresh,
staring down the barrels of Playing Fox in front of them. So.
You can tell by how smooth it is that it's
Oof.
fresh.
Very, yeah, it definitely. It's a very
Hey,
distinctive
wait!
flying
I
style.
think we've
Look
got
at
plenty of smooth racers here.
He's on another
Smooth
level,
criminal.
man. Fresh is on a whole nother level. I'm excited to watch him and like Shaqnu and Bull Talk at the final race, competing with each other at the big GP.
All right, here we go to the ladder box. See how close he gets to the front, to the cranes this time.
Man, like incredible control, incredible understanding of the track, and just consistent performance. Again, lap after lap, lap after lap. What amazing people these are. I would be amazed, what if Fresh was actually a racer in real life? What would be their performance? I'm very sure these skills are transferable. I mean, even if it's ground racing.
Yeah, I can't overstate enough just how smooth this TVI management is. This is just incredibly well done.
Fresh making the way down the straightaway right now.
Other things to look out for this lap is we should be seeing Jacqueline catching up to Herbie within this lap, or maybe at the start of the next one. But with his split, we should see it fairly soon as he's making his way through the pack. Jacqueline's making his way back up through the pack.
Well, there we go with the lap times here that we see on screen. You said earlier, Dirk, that Haru and Herbie were not close, and we can see how big that gap is. 4 minutes here between them. So yeah, that's a pretty significant distance when it comes to trying to close it.
That's like a crash gap, but Herbie did not have a crash, so it tells me Huru is very competitive. It's incredible from Huru. And we'll see you, Nafty. Go get your beauty sleep.
Yeah, Haru is only getting faster. He's had his fastest lap on his last lap at a 9:09. So I think early on he was around like 9:16s, 9:15s, and now he's come all the way down to a 9:09. So I don't think, barring an accident from Haru, I don't think we'll see any of Jacqueline or Plain Fox or Dude 3D be able to catch up to him.
Very fortunate here in that currently only, and I do say only with some trepidation, but only half of our racers have suffered a crash. We still have Fresh, Boltok, Haru, Herbie, and Rentier who have not crashed at all. We hope that continues. But so far, that's allowing to create a lot of the gaps and also some of the closeness that we see between these racers.
Yeah, we still about hour 16 to go, so plenty of time for people to add to that crash tally.
Like Shaqnu had his crash pretty much at the end of the race, and we were all surprised. We were actually all shocked by Shaqnu crash. So yeah, long time. We never
Fresh
know.
coming up on Computer Jesus right there.
That will be a very fast overtake, I assume, from Fresh.
Yeah, closing that
so
distance.
I'd like to mention the last lap completed by Boltok. He's also broken down into the sub 9 minutes. He's gotten down to an 8:59. So only him and Fresh so far today have gotten, or in this qualifier, have gotten below 9 minutes.
I think Fresh has already overtaken Computer Jesus, just not even caring, just following his race line. I think he has.
It looks like it's overtaken.
He just ate Computer Jesus up. Oh boy, that. Yep, he just checked the rear view mirror. did not see Computer Jesus at all, and just wow, skill right there.
And
Ladies
an
and gentlemen.
8:48 from Fresh, so that's not necessarily a super fast time for him, but it is a good time. It is a consistent time for Fresh.
Yeah, what
Oh
you just
boy,
saw,
this-
ladies and gentlemen, was Fresh pinging the rear camera on a ship, allowing us to see that they had definitely overtaken Computer Jesus and was right there in the rearview mirror.
Whoa, this part of
I don't
the
know if we have a
track is
camera
like,
on it, but we have Jacketed and is catching up to Herbie right about now, and he's starting to close the distance, so we should see that overtake soon. I don't know if we have any cameras on that action, but that'll be fun to watch.
Well, we find a camera. Welcome to Chio in the chat. Great artist, YouTuber. Welcome.
Here it is, and yeah, Jacketed is closing down Herbie.
Yep.
24-second the gap was when they started this lap, and they are pretty much coming into the later parts of the track. I think yeah, they're going through the highway section. That's is that a Tiger Highway or is it the Tint Highway right now? So they're going through that section. I think by the time they finish the lap, I think Jacqueline will overtake.
Yeah, Jacketed close to a 40-second delta, if not more, of faster pace per lap on Herbie, so we should see an overtake, and it should be a fairly smooth overtake for Jacketed, all things considered.
You know,
Well,
interesting.
that's
This is probably one of the clearest camera views we have in terms of player tags.
There.
There we go.
Herbie
And there it is.
just letting Jacko go. That's like
Yeah.
what is it? That's like Yuki Tsunoda letting Max Verstappen go. I have seen that.
Now, a little inside baseball, they are on the same racing team, so chances are they are in a voice channel together.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. Expect there to be some
me go.
communication and working together to make sure that it's all safe.
Hashtag
May
rigged
have-
in the chat.
May have been some team orders there.
That is. Yeah.
And-
So Jacqueline is racing for Red Bull, and Herbie is racing for the AlphaTauri. Oh, the red. What are they called now? Racing Bulls.
I think V-Carb. I just call it V-Carb at this point.
V-Carb. Yeah.
But it's very good that they got that pass done before the Echo flip. That is a tough place to try to pass in, and we've already seen one crash there in the opening stanza of the race.
Yeah, very dangerous.
Very dangerous indeed. Even if you're teammates, you still have the tendency to crash. So that was very well done. So Jacqueline is gonna go up a place into the 4th position. Sangasuna will have number 1 position. Baltalk is not with Sangus. No, it's the XGR. Yeah. So we will have Fresh, Jacko, and Herbie. Sangasuna is still gonna dominate the. Come race day, it's gonna be all Sangus Luna in the top positions, looks like.
This is a beautiful view that we have of most of Loreville here, and I just want to remind everybody watching this particular track here for the Super Dragon Tofu run. This is a tour of the entire Loreville city. This race, where you're seeing that start line, that race is the restaurant itself is part of the lore called Super Dragon. It's on the outskirts of industry of District 4, but a lot of the points that you see are part of that lore, and these are the delivery places. These are the delivery points that the pilots would fly when this was first being done by the son and daughter of the owner of the Super Dragon restaurant.
Illegal racing it was, now has been legalized. This is the different colored section, probably the medical part of the medical district of Loreville. There was an interesting
that's our theory. I
comment.
don't know if we ever confirmed that.
No, let's just call it. Let's just take it
We'll
home
just say
now.
so.
Yeah, let's just say so. Tint earlier said it's a good thing we don't have sonic booms. Loreville would be deaf. You are not aware, Tint, but because of this racing happening in Loreville, Mr. Hurston actually made a bill which made people vacate all the buildings next to the racetrack. There's nobody there at all. That's the power of aristocracy, dictatorship on Loreville. Nobody's in those buildings. There are a lot of sonic booms.
Oh, that was that yellow sign on that corner right there.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that to be physicalized, but not physicalized, and we're going to see a really terrible crash when somebody's face meets that sign.
That will happen eventually.
An interesting piece of info we're going to see in a little bit is Dude 3D should be fairly soon completing his lap, and we'll be able to see what kind of time lost happened on his crash. And it was near the very beginning of the lap as well, so you can basically take whatever time loss he gets, and you can assume that is what a respawn time average is going to be for someone like Dude 3D who does not have a support team. So that'll be an
Yeah.
interesting number to pay attention to.
Also, it's been a very long time since we had a crash, knocking wood. Ladder boxes, they don't exist. Who else do we have for the POV action, Echo? Because we have seen Fresh do this majestic fly-throughs. I would love to see a different point of view of somebody
We're
else
looking
going
at
through these sections.
Playing Fox right now, and here
Oh,
we
this is
go. We're
Playing
gonna above
Fox.
cam as well. Yep. Playing Fox also very smooth. The smooth race is very hard to tell apart. They're very good. But yes, we're watching Playing Fox here. Fish is slowly closing on them, so I'm just here monitoring them to see if they'll close the gap on each other.
But this is a
And
great
it's-
opportunity to thank Oleg Lime for their amazing camera work. They are navigating high rises, trying to keep an eye on the action while also not crashing. They have to look in two different places at the same time, and Oleg is part of our official race team. So thank you, Oleg, and for everybody else who volunteers as camera operators for Anzia Racing. We appreciate the work that you do to deliver this amazing experience to our racing fans.
Thank you to all the
All I
camera
guess-
operators. And I just noticed the clouds are starting to build around the circuit, so that rain might be coming in here soon.
Let me do
Yeah.
this. Let me do this.
That's why you'll
rain
see
in
on
7.
people's
Rain in
POV.
7.
Nice. That's why you'll see in people's POV, you'll see they'll have their cockpit down. They'll have their windshield down, and that helps them to not have to deal with the rain landing on their windshield and making the visuals a lot more difficult.
Oh, we didn't talk about that at all. Yes, they're all actually flying with their cockpit canopy down. And that's why this Razor looks different from your Razor, which usually have those pillars going through your screen. Very clever. These racers think of everything.
I don't think we'll see a fresh overtake on Playing Fox this lap, but as soon as they finish this lap, I'll take a look at the splits, and we'll see if we can expect it within the next one.
Half our pack has completed 5 laps already. We are getting close to our halfway mark here. We're approaching the 1 hour position. And again, half of our racers have completed 5 laps. The rest still remaining.
So Dude 3D had a 16:01 on that last lap. That means a respawn for him took him approximately 7 minutes. He crashed near the very beginning, if not a little bit after. So maybe we can say 6.5, 6 minutes, 45 seconds, but about 7 minutes for a respawn from Dude 3D.
And I'm not sure if the dude is choosing to spawn on the Everest Harbor or Lorville. I bet Everest Harbor, and then you need to fly down and maintain your advantage of higher speeds. Oh, and very smooth Huru. That was very nice. I wish we had Huru's point of view. Is Fresh on joysticks
Damn it.
or is he using keyboard and mouse?
He is on joysticks, dual joysticks.
He's on joysticks. Nice. There is.
I think if he was doing
all
this in
progress
keyboard and
going.
mouse, we'd have to have a whole nother conversation. Because to be that
No
smooth
kidding.
on keyboard and mouse is just incredible. Would just be incredible.
I mean, Echo
I mean,
does that.
My own talents on keyboard and mouse racing are very, very well known because there are none. So if somebody was able to create this performance on a mouse and keyboard setup, that, like you said, Dash, that would just be a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
So Fresh's
Or
last
no
lap
conversation
and
at all.
Fresh's last lap was an 8:49, and Plain Fox was a 9:09. And Plain Fox crossed the finish line approximately 15 seconds, 14 seconds before Fresh. So we can definitely expect an overtake, assuming those lap times hold true on this lap.
Again, Playing Fox running all by themselves around here, not seeing a whole lot of. Okay. So fun to watch. Playing Fox in a fairly comfortable position, sitting right in the middle of the pack here, but nobody around for a little while. They've got some catching up to do.
It's a huge lap, so they're all scattered, and it's just Fresh doing overtakes, just catching up to everyone. Oh, Huru is, as you can see, Huru again, just like Ball Talk, because they're quite spread apart as well. Like, what's the split? right now. One lap. Horu is like
Horu's
plus one.
about
Yeah,
Horu's about to finish, but Horu's about 2 minutes behind Fresh.
2 minutes behind. Yeah, I don't have that screen open today, so yeah, that gap is increasing. But what is a bigger advantage for Huru and for Baltic and Fresh is like no crashes at all. They're very consistent. But
Another
also they're flying in the clear air. So
Another interesting
now.
thing happening during this lap, Dude 3D is catching up to Herbie, so if he overtakes him, that should bring him onto the same lap count, and you'll have to complete another full lap of overtaking Herbie to get ahead of him again.
Just a few seconds ago, we were able to see the significant distance or difference in speed between Playing Fox and Rentier. Rentier still being very, very conservative with their performance, but avoiding a crash.
here is Huru completing his next lap, and he will be on lap 7 after this, I think. There,
Oh,
just
I
crossing the
apologize.
start-finish line.
I don't know if this has been going on already, but ladies and gentlemen, we have our position 1 qualifier from our U.S. and Australia race in chat right now. Shaknu is there. Hello, Shaknu.
Shaknu, you were shocking this morning. You were amazingly shocking.
Dude 3D's completed his overtake of Herbie, so they'll put them on the same lap count, but Dude 3D will have to do a whole nother overtake of him again if he wants to be ahead.
Yeah, he's got to maintain that position now.
He's got 1 hour and 3 minutes to do it. 1 hour and 4 minutes and counting, sort of.
He's got plenty of time to get that done.
Herbie is doing 10-minute laps, 10:01s, and Dude 3D is doing almost a minute faster, but so it's gonna be difficult for Dude 3D. You have to be consistent and not make any crashes if he wants to overtake that position.
And not to mention, he also needs to overtake Fal and Playing Fox to get to Herbie.
Herbie should follow the Playing Fox, assuming these lap times within the next couple laps. But yeah, Dude 3D is gonna have a bit to take up.
Dirk, do you have lap times for Rentier?
Yeah, let me take a look.
I have them.
We got
Ash, you
13-minute lap times.
Yeah, 13 flat point 188 was their last time.
Okay.
So they're just being slow and steady.
Here he
I'm
is.
curious what the gap was.
Keep it up, Rentier Rich.
This is a Rentier camera view right here.
This is it.
Oh, it's Rentier. Hello, Rentier. Wee.
You were supposed to take your bathroom breaks before the start of the broadcast, Lens.
Not in France.
And that shot with Rentier versus some of the other shots you've been seeing with Playing Fox and definitely from Fresh really shows the difference between the racers. Is Rentier just taking it easy, taking it slow and steady, and Fresh flying like there's not a regen crisis going on.
Oh, he did not get the memo. Or he has a lot of med gels. It's one of those things.
Let me be very clear. I have collected so many freaking resources. Everybody is safe from the regen crisis at this point.
We all did. This event has aged us all.
So we're coming up onto the sections where I've been told it's the most area for time saves. So we can expect Fresh to close that gap really close on Playing Fox here. And this will be a difficult overtake. Playing Fox is not slow. Fresh will have to find a great time to take it.
Well, Fresh will do it nonetheless.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this live, we are just over 1 minute to go before we hit the halfway point of our 2-hour race here. This is a 2-hour endurance race in our first qualifiers just a few hours ago, which was completed for our North American and Australian racers. We were able to complete 13 laps in the 2-hour time period. And again, you have Shaknu in chat right now and live on Twitch, and they completed the full 13 laps, and they finished in first position. So, in fact, why don't we prep for that? If we could, at the 1 hour mark, if we could go over some position changes. We've got an amazing graphic that was created by our very own Echo Bit. We've got some beautiful visuals to show you how this race has changed and progressed over the last 1 hour.
Denki,
What's the
ready?
best way to break it down?
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's have a look.
Oh wow!
Oh wow.
Look at the dive bomb
Look at
of
those
Dude
two
3D.
straight lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally setting the
Give us
high
an
bars
overview,
at the
Dank.
top of this race.
What are we
The
looking
biggest
at?
loser at this stage is Dude 3D. Yep.
Yeah, so this is our position changes. I think you can see some of the more interesting ones that go up a lot or down a lot. So we see Antier Riche early on was able to pull himself up into a 6th position, I believe that is, and slowly over time, Plain Fox and File and Dude 3D have been making up that time. But we can also see that fall from Dude 3D below File was when he had that crash when Fresh overtook near the end there. So that's also an interesting part to pay attention to. File making up a lot of time here, coming back up and trying to take back his position, it seems. So we'll see if he continues that upwards trend the rest of the race.
Yeah.
Lens, anything?
And yeah, the lap 1 collision there was a collision between Playing Fox and Dude 3D where Dude 3D had a ship destroyed and Playing Fox just had to recover. And that's why that slump did not go that down for Playing Fox, and Dude 3D had to respawn and rejoin, and that's why there was a higher dip. And then at the same time, Huru and Jakuden, who did not crash at that stage, Huru and Herbie did not crash at all, and they took 3rd and 4th position. That's the lap 1 chaos. So much intertwining going on right there. Beautiful consistency by obviously Fresh and Ball Talk.
I think Plain
It's
Fox
gonna
did have
zoom
to
in on Fresh,
respawn, but it seems
Did
he had a
Plain Fox?
faster he seems he had a faster respawn, and that was good. Yeah, so Fresh is only, I don't know, 500, 600 meters away. He's going to be going for an overtake very soon.
Yeah, and Huru was the big winner there from that lap 1 chaos, went from 6th to 3rd in 1 lap. To be able to maintain that spot with some consistent lap times around 9:09 to 9:11 to stay on the podium in this qualifying race.
Huru's position, I will say, is very safe, but not completely safe. If Jakuden can bring down his times, he's had some 9:10s. Him and Huru have had similar fastest laps. But Jakuden is about 4.5 minutes behind Huru, so he'd have a lot to overtake.
Drunk, that was your prediction. It just came true. Fresh has overtaken Playing Fox.
Oh, my bad, I was looking away. Yeah, that he made it look easy, I imagine.
I don't think overtaking Playing Fox is ever easy, but Fresh certainly got it done. And now it looks like even expanding that gap a little bit. So just more and more lapping coming to us from Fresh. In fact, this looks like this is Playing Fox's view right here. We are watching from the cockpit.
This
of
is
Playing
it.
Fox.
This is one of the, I've been in this position many times practicing with Fresh. This is probably the most difficult position in racing, is behind him, because the number just keeps getting bigger no matter what you do.
The Fresh effect. This is very interesting. This always looks like the 2 ships are going to collide at different parts of the track, but they
Right.
never do. We have seen this multiple times because both those tunnels are used in the track. Very interesting.
For Dash, do we have a recent lap time for Computer Jesus?
Computer Jesus, 17:31.
Ooh.
So I think they've had another crash at this point. Their second lap was a 9:31, more representative, but it has not been the race Computer Jesus wanted today.
But I don't think we saw a crash from Computer Jesus pop up. Was there a crash? But yeah, that lap time is pretty much longer than 2 laps.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so-
essentially doubling their lap time.
There's also something to keep in mind here, that this being the qualifier, though you do want to do well, and this could be an indicator of what we'll see on the actual GP race day. But we're gonna have 15 people that make it into the finals, and I believe it's 2 or 3 racers between the 2 qualifiers that won't be able to make it.
Correct.
And we saw our line was around 9 laps is probably about the cutoff. If you can get to 9 or 10 laps, I think you can guarantee yourself a position in the final GP. And so if you're in the middle to the bottom of this race, I think that's what you need to be aiming for. You need to just be thinking about trying to get to 9 or 10 laps, and then you can qualify into the main GP, and then anything can happen on the main race day.
Only two
I think keeping
people
that-
will not be joining the main GP because Normal Rocket was not able to race today. So only 2 of these racers from this GP or the other one, based on the cumulative times, will not be able to make to the godly 15. So I wonder who those 2 people will be.
Well, keeping that 9 lap mark in mind, I think File and Dude 3D, that's the cutoff. I think they are borderline of making it that far. I mean, there's 54 minutes to go. We're on leader lap 8. They are currently on lap 5. I think they have enough time to get to 9 laps, but Rentier and definitely Computer Jesus have got to find some speed to knock those laps down over the next 54 minutes and change.
Yeah, assuming things hold true, then we'll
Oh.
see
Possible
a
collision
Rentier
between
and
Jacket and
Jesus
Dude 3D
will,
just now.
probably
Oh,
win.
no.
Yep. But doesn't are they in a region crisis, or are they just having a casual chat at this moment? What is going on
Oh,
with
that's
them?
unfortunate. I think we had a Jacqueline crash
Oh.
here.
Markers are down and
Oh,
they're
Jude is
respawning.
going.
Yep.
And Dude 3D, it seems they
It's
ran
gonna be
into each other
teleporting.
during a dangerous crossover. They had a head-on collision.
That is
That could've-
unfortunate.
Yes, with Dude 3D. So did Dude 3D survive that? He changed,
he's also
exchanged
Neither of them
the.
did.
Oh, okay. It looked like they were exchanging insurance information back there. Yep, Dude 3D has his ship destroyed as well. It's really
So
sad.
I talked to our racing staff, and we have a potential unconfirmed or unreported crash for Computer Jesus recently. So that would account for the very long lap time.
Thanks for the raid, Jane VR. Talking about who is not going to make the cut, at this stage we had Nafty from the morning race who was at the bottom of the list, and at this stage we're looking at Computer Jesus. So what do you guys think? Will it be between Nafty, Computer Jesus, and Rentier? Is it going to be Nafty and Computer Jesus who will not make the cut?
Going to depend on
I
their
think-
times, especially in accordance with the U.S. and Australia qualifier earlier.
So it was
I think
Quelsar and Nafty, right?
Yeah.
They were at the bottom.
So
Yeah,
this crash from Dude 3D, this is dangerous for his ability to make it to the main GP. Dude 3D is very fast. He qualified very high in the time trials, but he's had a number of crashes today. And if he has another bad one, I would say he's at risk of not making it into the main GP.
Because then automatically Rentier and Computer Jesus will overtake him because they are having. Oh no, Computer Jesus is on 3 laps.
Jesus is
Computer
Probably
Jesus-
not.
2
He's
laps
way
down,
behind.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I think
Rentier
he is.
has an opportunity for sure to overtake Dude 3D.
It'll be interesting to see the final lap count. I mean, how many Quelsar did, and Nafty only finished 6 laps. And who will be the bottom 2? I wish Normal Rocket was here and we had more of competition going on for the 3 people who were gonna be called, because at this stage, Normal Rocket is automatically going to be disqualified from the Godly 15, which sucks because I'm pretty sure they were practicing quite a lot, and because of traffic, they couldn't make it today.
That's
Whose
Precious
unfortunate.
camera
closer
view are
to
we looking
overtaking
at
Herbie.
right now?
This is fresh.
Who is it that's following so close to?
This is fresh
Herbie?
air. Following
Oh my
Herbie.
goodness!
On Herbie.
Wow.
Again, these guys are on the same team, so you can expect they might be having some communication to make an easy overtake without any risk.
And you
Hashtag
can see how
Rick team in the
Fresh is
chat.
just. You can see how Fresh is mowing through this field. He's already lapping up to 5th at the halfway point of this race.
That was a stop for the name tag for Herbie.
Oh no, we've lost Herbie. Yep, we've had a crash from Herbie.
This Herbie's
that's
first.
unfortunate.
And I will point out, everybody, that with Dude's recent crash, Dude became our crash leader, unfortunately, with 3 crashes so far this race.
And he's still faster than Rentier and Computer Jesus. I wonder if Herbie was distracted by team orders of some sort that Fresh is coming up on you, so just let him pass or something. Maybe. What do you think, Drunk?
Well,
Was
yeah, I think it's very possible. It's scary.
because I think you're in your rhythm and you are very focused, and when you have an order like that which asks you to change your rhythm of flying, it can be very disruptive.
Oh, we've
Just
had a
to be
Jacqueline
being
crash
slow
here
on
too.
order. Oh, that's not good for Sangus Luna. Two team players for Sangus Luna have had their ships destroyed, and this time it was not the commentator curse. I want to point that out. They did it on their own accord.
Yeah, I think that there was a
Yeah.
race message that said from the race director saying prepare for a Polaris desync. So I wonder if that had a little bit of effect in what we just saw.
Because they both felt that it was dead air or desync that killed them, so it could have been something along those lines. So if you're a racer and you hear that in your chat, something when I hear that kind of thing, my lines start to get a lot safer. I start to get a lot further from edges because having them close can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Fabian, it's not just Rentier who's on 0 death. Fresh is also on 0 death. Ball Talk is also on 0 death. Horu is also on 0 death. And yeah, and Rentier. 4 of them didn't have any crash. Am I correct in that? 4 of them.
Correct.
Very cool. In the earlier morning race that we did, Fabian, we had only Shaknu who was surviving the whole race, but he ended up crashing in the last leg of the race. So we had at least one crash for everybody in the morning qualifying. But these are very good averages for no crashes at all. The polluted skies of Lauraville, or maybe it's the early morning fog or the afternoon fog. Let's call it afternoon fog.
Let's just be thankful it's not rain.
I really want to see rain once. Oh, come on.
It looked like the clouds were building for rain, but they've gone away now. We've got brilliant sunshine again.
So if it's raining, Darn, because I have never flown with my canopy down, so you still see the rain from your point of view or no?
A little bit, but it's not nearly as distracting.
This is very distracting if you have your canopy on. This is my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know how
section.
they haven't invented rain X or windshield wipers yet, CIG.
Hey, Cube, welcome. Cube was with us in the chat or in the morning stream as well, and Cube is here as well. Nice, and Wayne is also here as well. Nice.
Between me and the commentators, I'm curious, am I the only one when, especially let's take Fresh as an example, when Fresh is rotating 90 degrees going left or right, am I the only one who turns their head to see the same angle?
I think I do that as well. I think I do that a little bit too, yeah. Just naturally,
I mean,
now that you say it.
I look a little golden retriever-ish. I'm like, oh, cool.
I demand Echo. For the main GP, we want the camera feed for the commentators, please, because I think it'll be very entertaining looking at us all tilting our heads together.
We could switch back to caster screens and do a little skit together if you want later.
That'll be so entertaining. Like all of us are on a roller coaster.
I'm not.
I do want to point out though there was some water on Oleg's camera, so just to keep that in mind. We may have rain coming.
Oh, that was always there. I think that, but I think that's just the atmosphere or something happening, or keep going fast or something. That was always there for Oleg. Like now it's very clear. I don't think there's any rain.
Oh no, there's been a rain, just patches of it, but no solid amount of cloud yet.
That was quick by far. Somebody else. Jacko had another crash.
Oh no!
This is not a day for Sparta.
Jacko
we might be having
crash leader.
Maybe some invisible debris for him. That could be dangerous.
Could be. That is Jacqueline's fourth
Rentier
crash,
and whoa, that was close, guys.
Rentier took it very easy through the switchback.
Yeah.
Something I'll point out about respawns here is Dude 3D has only just got back to the track. In the same time, Jacqueline got back to the track twice, even though he did have the crash. So that is an example of why having a support team with you to help your respawns be quicker is so helpful.
Pedacol is checking the area where Jacqueline is dying. It definitely looks like the case of invisible debris. And we're very happy that General Seka, you will stay with us. You definitely do not need the sleep tonight. We have you covered.
I do want
Lag
to
is
call out
worse.
to all of our viewers here. You're seeing two different race directors. We are very happy to have our two race directors, Noise Maze and Fedical, working this particular race. So we've got a lot of eyes on the track. We've got a lot of things being maintained and monitored. So again, thank you very much to our race officiating team that is volunteering to help with this. Thank you very much to the fellow commentators that are helping to bring this whole race to life. We appreciate everybody who's part of the Enzia racing team.
Where those crashes have been happening is in the area of the track that I've been informed is the worst for frame rates as well. And that's past the Echo Flip and as you come back through past the main Hurston building there.
Rentier had a crash.
Not too surprised.
That's
oh,
what I thought.
Rentier, no!
I thought I saw Rentier come to a very abrupt stop there. So
In the
that is
same
Rentier's
area
first.
that Jacqueline was in, I want to point out.
There was also a race comment from Ferracol that there's another Polaris here, so it's a frame rate drop happening for everybody. So, but the thing is, like this should be a problem for everyone. Like it's a common problem for everybody's having frame drops, not just some people. Or maybe, or is it shard specific? Like where are you joining? Another director's comment, clarification for watchers, noise is in the AO. I'm pushing buttons. Thank you for that, Fed. Thank you.
Jacqueline has gotten back onto the respawn again, so he's been having some very fast respawns from his support ship. We'll see if he's able to get back onto the horse here and hold his position ahead of Herbie. I think is that Plain Fox overtook Jacqueline now on the lap counts? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it looks that way.
So it looks like Sangus Luna, the way the pit crew is running, they probably have a large ship with the racers ready to go who all have their speed boost sorted. Is that the strategy Sangus Luna is using? I don't know if Drunk
You want
wants to
the-
share that,
Yeah,
but that's my assumption.
It's an Idris with an Ursa medevac, and it is stuffed to the gills with razors
Yep.
for whenever it's needed.
Yep, that would be the strategy. Yep. But I'm pretty sure the Idris is parked further away from the city outskirts so that that's not causing any frame drops.
You know, Dirk, I want to ask about that, especially for you as being an active member of racing teams and the racing community. Now that we're seeing these capital ships come into the game, we're seeing, certainly it is affecting server performance. What is the conversation for teams about using them as support vessels? Is it a necessary evil, or what's the perspective on that?
Our perspective is whatever's faster, whatever brings our race times down, we'll do it, no matter what it is. So having a sport ship means you get faster respawns, means you get faster, or less race time, then you got to use it.
So maybe the lesser of two evils would be the better description. It may be causing frame rate, but if it gets you back up faster, then that's what could be the difference. Okay.
Well, Nancy does a great time of sort of policing how that's set up so that any respawn ships or support ships are far enough away that they don't cause a problem.
Yeah, that would be my guess. But that's some really good information. But if you have the backing of an org, there's no rule against it. So anybody can use that strategy. Just bring an Idris. But yeah, racing as a team, racing as an org, that's the advantage there to be able to do things like that. So it's a valid strategy.
So we've had Jacqueline fall 2 or 3 positions here behind File and Herbie and Plain Fox. But if he can stay consistent, I mean, Plain Fox is ahead of him again, so Plain Fox will probably get up another lap further. But Jackson's going to want to hold steady, and maybe he can catch up to Herbie again and regain a position. File's made an overtake on Herbie here too, so he's starting to get ahead after that Herbie crash.
Echo, can we take a look at the current position change map? We'd like to see. We've had some overtakes recently. Curious where things are shaking out for the entire grid.
Here you go.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Between laps 7 and 8. Lots of changes
Jekyll.
going on in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, it's funny. Herbie's is a straight line, but that position change is because of a crash. We're going to see that drop down one more soon-ish, where File's going to get ahead of Herbie. And Jacqueline is from having 2 crashes in the same area one after another while he tried to rejoin, and that did have him fall a decent ways.
So two things stand out here. One is look at the progression of playing Fox and have a look at File's progression. File is really consistent.
Yeah,
as
File's done a
pointed
great
out
job.
in
Yeah,
the beginning.
after an early
Yeah,
crash, File's
very
been
cool.
flying really well. I
Should
just want to say
destroy
I did say that he was a name to watch out
Beauty
for.
Jesus. Yeah,
Peter
you did.
Jesus, another one. That is number 3.
I think that's the one that's going to take him out of completing enough laps to qualify.
I agree with you. I think Nifty and Computer Jesus are very, very in the very red zone for being disqualified from being in the Godly 15. That crash will be the one. Only 3 laps on only 39 minutes to go.
I just don't think there's enough time. On the other hand, Fresh is the first one to, if you want to look at it, officially locked in, completing his 9th lap.
Section after the echo flip appears to be the danger zone. Yeah, that's the crossover section where the track kind of loops back on itself. That's where we saw the collision between Dude and Jacko, and that's what Feta.
Oh, did we have a Haru crash? Did we miss that? Because Haru's coming back into the track now, and Plain Fox is overtaking him on the board.
It
Oh,
was
yeah,
not
we
officially reported, so we would have to get some
Yeah.
confirmation on that.
Yeah, I think we had a Haru crash because Plain Fox is overtaking
Yeah.
him, and
On 8
he's coming
laps.
back down to the track now.
It'll be interesting where that crash happened. Will Haru get the advantage of the 50% rejoin benefit?
He appears to be rejoining at the 50% spot, so I'm going to assume
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, so that'll help Haru quite a bit because Herbie is quite far behind after Haru, pretty much.
There's really good news for
so-
Plain Fox though. He's gonna be happy about that because that puts him up into 3rd spot.
Well, we talked before the race, and I did wish Playing Fox personal best of luck. So I think I'm rubbing off on him. Thank you, not a problem. You're welcome, Playing Fox.
Bull Talk
Just
just
remember,
completed their 9th lap, so they are also locked into the GP. If we're going to taking that 9-lap count as a basis,
And he's 1:44 behind Fresh, so that's not quite a situation where Fresh could crash and still stay ahead, but I'd say in another couple laps here, Fresh would be in that spot where he could
Jacko
crash
had
and
another
still come
crash.
back down.
Oh,
no,
no.
Jackaden, that's getting into the danger area.
He's already got 7 laps finished, so Nifty had 6 laps finished, so he's safe. Rentier has to finish 1 more lap to be safe, or 2 more laps to be very, very safe. Jacko should be fine. He's already finished 7 laps. But yeah,
he should
terrible
still be
luck.
okay.
Terrible luck, though. Yeah. Multiple crashes. I don't know if it's gonna be Dude or Jacko who's gonna be the crash king. Even though I don't think these are, I think there might be desync issues or the debris on the track.
Bull Talk just eclipsed 9 laps as well. And actually, we have Bull Talk on the screen right now.
There
So
he
unfortunately, Jacko's crash means that Jackaden is the first to reach 5 crashes this race. That is going to be very difficult to recover from, definitely costing them some positions.
Yeah, he will be starting in the slow part of the race next weekend. So he's not going to be able to secure a good starting position. That's definitely going to happen. But I don't think he will be out of the qualifying. At this stage, it looks like Nifty and Computer Jesus.
For any of our viewers who are just tuning into us right now, if you've missed the first half or first 3 quarters of this race, I just want to let you know you are not watching anything happening IRL. This is a video game, much to your surprise. The visuals that you see, the incredible graphics performance, this is an unoptimized alpha game called Star Citizen. And the incredible realism is just what we've all come to expect and be spoiled by here for all of us who currently play.
Beautiful views, incredible flying, great skill at display.
Hearing a number of reports from guys about a couple freezes happening, so hopefully they'll be able to stay alive in those sections.
There's our current race leader, Fresh 001, which is not only the username, it is also the position in the race.
And you can see the lights starting to come back on here at Loreville. Just amazing lighting here as we go into the nighttime section of this race again.
Yeah, now we'll be racing the Lorville Papa Juggernaut version. It becomes a Juggernaut town at night.
It's a
Jacqueline
PJ
has
party,
come
baby.
in to rejoin. That it is fairly fast. The Sanguis Luna respawns, definitely faster than any of the other pilots that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Very experienced with that.
Quelsar pushed the Sanguis Luna pit crew to extreme limits this morning, and right now it's Jacqueline making them work.
Hey, they're getting that practice in for the race, so or for the race
I
next
did hear
week,
reports that there was originally the plan was there was only one person grabbing spare razors, and I did hear that earlier this morning they had to get a second person to start bringing spare razors so that they didn't run out.
Yeah. It's been horribly bad for Quelsar this morning.
Compliments to the Sanguis Luna team. They know how to run a race.
Oh,
wow.
Was
Was that a... Yeah, was that a roll
Was that
attack?
going
That was
the
heavy,
opposite
flying
direction?
over the top of Fresh's canopy. Just almost trading planes there.
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't even think Fresh even blinked making that pass.
That was very cool to see.
I think Fresh has the same vision as most birds, so Fresh probably saw that about a half hour before it happened.
Well, if you're able to communicate and you know that the other pilot's not going to make any sudden movements, you can make those close passes.
Fresh and Boltok currently the only racers to complete their 9 laps. Everybody else running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laps behind here. Interestingly, especially for myself and Lens and Echo, who were here for the first race, doing commentary, we're seeing farther gaps in this, I think. We're seeing isolated people. We're not seeing as many packs as we have in the past. And we certainly in the first race did not see the kind of overtaking that we are now witnessing from Fresh. That did not exist in the first race. So Fresh has not only established a leadership in this particular race, but certainly for the entire series.
The Shackner was still very good. Oh, ship
No.
destroyed for File.
Oh, that's
Really
disappointing.
needed to avoid that.
Yeah, he was climbing his way up the grid.
He was definitely going to overtake Herbie. He was going to be definitely going to be. It was going to be in position 5th. This will really. Okay, another one. Computer
Good
Jesus,
news
old
for
brother.
Jacqueline.
I think that-
Good news for Jacqueline.
And I think that pretty much seals it for Computer Jesus, unfortunately.
Yeah, that could be the tombstone right there.
Yep. Computer Jesus, is it going to be Computer Jesus, Nafty, or... Oh boy.
Computer
This is
Jesus,
tight.
Normal Rocket, and Nafty right now seem to be the 3. Unless Rentier doesn't complete, how many laps was it for Nafty again?
Oh, he's very safe. If he completes one more lap, there you go. Rand here is very, very safe.
Yeah.
I wish Normal Rocket was here. I really, really wish.
Especially for them being a new racer. It would have been great to see them get the experience from it. It would have been great to see a new name on the track. Would have been a nice addition to this race.
Definitely, because Quelsar, despite all the crashes, still finished 9 laps. So Quelsar is very, very safe. And
Computer Jesus was also a victim of the Echo death flip, unfortunately.
that happened this morning as well.
Very, very dangerous section, it seems. Fresh completed another lap now.
We have 31 minutes to go, and we are on lap 11. So I think Fresh is going to complete more laps than Shaknu, which was 13 laps in total in the morning. Both Shaknu and Luca Prime did 13 laps in the qualifying this morning. Let's see what happens here. Is Baltok going to cross that threshold as well? Quite interesting. It will be very telling for the next weekend.
For Fresh, who just completed lap number 10, Fresh is sticking at that sub 9-minute lap time. Last lap was 8 minutes 52 seconds, which is outpacing everybody by far. Closest to that, it looks like on last lap times would be Boltok, who's also number 2. But that is a 14-second lap time gap between the two guys.
Yeah, Fresh just showing how much practice he's put in. I can say that he's been putting in a ton of practice on this track. He was practicing it, I mean, for as long as you possibly could. From the moment that this track was available, he was doing laps and he was posting about it. So it's the time that's put in, and it's showing today.
Yeah, the work he's put in is coming out on qualifying day with just all of his lap times have been in that 8-minute range.
30 minutes to go.
Under
Jill,
30
does
minutes.
anyone say from this morning, was there anyone else that was doing sub 9 minutes the entire time? Was Shaqnu sub 9 minutes the whole way?
He was. I think Sheknu definitely was. Just one crash, though. That was kind of disruptive.
No. I think Shaqnu had a couple of 9+ laps. It wasn't consistent, but I think there was at least one.
Still no crashes for Fresh and Ball Talk and Playing Fox. Oh no.
I just heard a report of everyone's game freezing for a moment, but it seems we're mostly okay. We had a server freeze.
That happens to me quite a lot sometimes. Just the game freezes and then just continues from where it was.
Okay, Haru just completed the Echo flip, so good to see that they didn't have a crash there.
Jackoden going through the ladder boxes. Tough day for Jacko today.
Sitting at 5 crash.
Server freeze.
So Boltok has completed lap number 10, lap time of 9 minutes 6 seconds. So again, they're maintaining that roughly 14-second gap between Boltok and Fresh.
Does anyone have the time from the file crash? Because I still don't see his name on the track yet, and I'm wondering how long it's been for him, because that could be dangerous for his position. He might be losing more than just one spot.
So we had one racer being claimed by server freeze as well. We don't know who that is. That's a director's comment.
We have
We
Boltok
just need
overtaking
this-
Herbie right now.
They're all safe from being disqualified from the Grand Prix, except for Computer Jesus. So right now it's more about getting your good positions.
I think it might have been Playing Fox that we lost. I don't know if that got reported, but he is far away. File is just getting back down into the track now. I think this will be Jackoden's getting ahead of File now in lap counts, because File is going to be joining in behind Jackoden. It seems we might have lost Playing Fox.
Dash, I'm not sure if you said this earlier. Oh my gosh, there's the Playing Fox crash. There we go, during the freeze. Dash, I'm not sure if you said this earlier, but it looks like Computer Jesus had multiple undocumented crashes. So even for the 4 that I've got on the record so far, there's more than that. I think that does cement that inability to get into the final.
Yeah, well, their first lap was, I think, half an hour. So I think there were multiple crashes in there that we may have just missed as well, but not the race that Computer Jesus was looking for at all. But to still finish a course this tough,
Rentier had a crash.
It's going to be awesome.
Rente also during the crash.
We have an interesting battle going on right now between File and Dude 3D. These two are going to be very close in lap times, and File has just rejoined right behind him. I think this will be a really interesting fight to watch if we can get a camera on it.
Jackoden just flying on his own and hoping to not hit another bit of debris and not have another crash.
Oh, we might have lost File. I think we'll see it in a moment here. His name is stopped.
There we go.
Here we go. File, ship destroyed. That's 2 crashes very close to one another for File. It's gonna definitely destroy their race today. Oh,
Maybe
that was good. Good game.
Maybe that's the explanation I need to attach. Is Jackoden is currently the reported crash leader with 5 reported crashes. We may never know how many crashes Computer Jesus had.
Yeah, I would say that crash from File that we just now was probably due to him trying to battle with Dude 3D. It is difficult being behind a fast racer and trying to make an overtake, so.
There's file disappearing. Oh man.
That Plain Fox
Dude.
crash was good for Huru. He should be looking at retaking the spot in third place here when he completes it. I think he's about to complete a lap. Or no, you know what? No, it'll be close. If Plain Fox gets here quick, then Plain Fox can hold on to his third. But we'll see if Huru can
That's
catch
going
up.
to be close.
But Playing Fox doesn't have the Sangazuna crew to do that from Playing Fox, so he will be doing a natural rejoin. Let's call it a natural rejoin. And yeah, but Huru is right there on the track, and we know he's fast, so I bet Huru will take the third position at this stage. And Dude is having a really good race after that. No crash reported after that, but very low on the order of things. And Jacqueline, despite having multiple crashes, still staying in the 6th position, which might, which will not change because File also had 2 crashes. So we have a kind of a set leaderboard, except for the change in position number 3 and 4.
Oh, here we go, Lens. We're back in the medical wing of Lorville in the Cyan Center.
And with reshade this time. Yes, sir. Very cool looking. Feels like Cyberpunk, doesn't it?
It
Yeah.
definitely does.
You know, I think it's
But this
interesting.
is
We're seeing a very consistent race between Fresh and Boltok here. Neither of them have experienced a crash. Both of them are in the position in which they started, number 1 and number 2, respectively. But the distance between them is increasing. Boltok is now nearly 2 minutes behind Fresh, which I don't think is a reflection of any, inability or slowdown from Boltok. I think it's just Fresh pulling away again and again and again. Really, really incredible to watch this.
I
Or
think we
maybe
got another
Boltok is
crash
just
in
trying to bring
Jacqueline.
it home. Jacqueline had another crash? Oh boy. Did Huru have a crash? I think Huru had 1 crash, right?
Yeah, Huru had 1.
Huru
Oh,
had
Huru
another
another.
crash.
Yeah,
Oh
we've just
no.
I just
That's-
noticed Huru's name.
No.
Yeah, that's another crash from Huru. And computer
And
Computer
another
Jesus.
for computer Jesus.
And Jacqueline.
Oh, and Jacqueline's. We've got a
boy.
major issue.
Yeah,
Maybe
those
it
were all in
was-
different parts of the track, but yeah, it might have been maybe it was a quick desync.
Yeah, this time I did not touch wood, Luigi. I think I caused those crashes. I just said Huru. Did Huru have a crash? And then right away we have the train wreck.
So
3
Huru
ships
with a
destroyed.
crash. That means that Herbie, if he can complete his lap soon, might be able to overtake and get up into 4th.
And we know that Huru will be doing a natural rejoin as well. Unless something we don't know about it. So, wow. Huru, despite being very fast, might get overtaken by Herbie in the standings.
Yeah, and I think, for example, here, I think we had File crash quite a while ago compared to Jacqueline's recent crash. And I'm looking up, I'm already seeing Jacqueline 20 kilometers away from the track. So he's making a very quick rejoin to get back down here.
Fresh coming up to put another lap on Dude 3D.
Yeah, there. Look at that. Wow. Oof. Is this fresh? No.
This is fresh for follow
That's
on.
Yep, that's
fresh.
fresh.
That was fresh.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yeah. I thought Playing Fox was using reshade. Oh no, it's Flash.
So we'll
I
see how long it
can't
takes
get the
Huru to get
reshade to
back.
work.
I don't
for
think
me.
this doesn't look like reshade. The contrast is not real high on this. Is this reshaded?
This is reshaded.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's reshaped. Yeah, that's
That is
So,
reshaped.
definitely
Here's
reshade.
Playing Fox's
Yeah.
point of
Oh.
view with normal gamma.
There.
And then
Oh
here's
my
Fresh's
God.
point of view with reshade. Night and day.
Wow.
Yeah, they are literally flying at different times of the day. I mean, this segment of the track, have a look at, if we can, have a look at from Playing Fox's point of view, coming to the Sire split, because this looks very clear on Fresh's screen, but it's very daunting normally.
So we've been seeing
Yeah,
some
Fresh is
consistent
definitely
flying
take.
from Plain Fox the last little while to set himself into 3rd place. As long as he can hold this off for the last 20 minutes of this race, then he should be looking at a 3rd place.
Are you seeing Huru anywhere at this stage?
I did see Haru jump not too long ago. I'm trying to see where he is for his rejoin, but yeah, he looks like he's about 200 or so kilometers away. File is coming in for his rejoin now. So again, we saw the help of how important it can be to have a respawn crew with being able to get in that much sooner.
Computer Jesus has pulled away from the race. He's gonna get some sleep, so that's a white flag from Computer Jesus after so many
That's
crashes.
unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Tough,
Yep.
tough day for Computer
07 to
Jesus.
Computer Jesus in chat.
Yeah, shout out to Computer Jesus for going at it for so long. I don't blame him, you know, when you know that it's out of hand and there's no chance of making it, and at some point you need just some sleep. Fresh coming
As
up
we
on
were
Do 3D
talking, if
now,
it's,
and then we'll see. He might be making Fresh might have time for 2 more overtakes before the end of this race on Do 3D and Flame Fox.
we still have 19 minutes to go.
I think Fresh has enough time to get to 14 laps.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Or 14 laps completed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
depends
because
on
we
when the
will have
white
the white
flag is. If
flag.
you can get it, if you can
Yeah.
get it quick enough.
He will. A nice sentiment from Papa Juggernaut in the chat for Computer Jesus. Yeah, it was sad to see. Like we saw Quelsar go through the same this morning, but yeah, you thanks for participating because you did put the effort in to learn the track and grind it. So just sad today that you had so many crashes.
File is back on the track now. Haru is coming in. So File might be able to get in there, get a few more laps, and keep himself safe from Rentier's coming up and trying to pass him.
I want to see what happens between Huru and Herbie. Will Herbie overtake Huru in the standings? I really don't want Huru to lose, but I also like Herbie.
Well, we have Herbie
Who does
completing
vote?
his a lap here in a moment. So he might. I don't know if that makes him overtake or if that just puts him up on the same lap now.
Because he is
Following-
+1 lap.
Yeah, I think it just brings him
Following
onto
in
the
that,
same lap. So Haru's coming in here in a second. He's coming to rejoin. So they'll be on the same lap, like right next to each other.
Okay, that's what I want to see.
Hello to everybody from Manfall Down's wife Michelle. Manfall Down he's always here whenever we are racing with Enzia. And hello to the family. Enjoy your coffee and cheesecake.
So is that man fall down and Michelle fall down, or
Or
have a-
the woman fall down. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's not
Oh,
even
you know
cool
what?
here.
no? You know what it could be? It could be man fall down and women pick up.
Ah,
Yes, that's a winner.
There's a bit of a cluster
every-
going between Rentier,
and every
Fresh,
great
and
man is an
D3D
even
here.
There,
greater
look
woman.
at that. Hey, Dashmaster, that's a DRS train right there.
yeah, it is. And oh,
But it's not gonna
love
be
this
there for
echo
very
flip.
long.
Very
See
wide
how
on
much
that echo flip.
he. Let's see how
Yep.
much he catches up to do 3D. That was almost 700 meters, I think, that he caught up though. Seems like do 3D probably is using his boost right now, but we'll see once Fresh starts to use his boost, he'll catch back up to do it again in short order.
Even taking it easy through there, Fresh just made up so much time on Dude 3D. And with 16 minutes left and Computer Jesus out of the race, this is pretty much going to be some of the racers we'll see next Saturday in GP1. So this is a great time, the last 16 minutes, used as a test session for these drivers to get ready for the main GP.
What I think is crazy is I just watched Fresh not even use his boost, and I know Dude 3D was using his boost for a section there, and Fresh still cut the gap down by almost 300 meters. Oh,
Well,
Dude
speaking
3D
of
he went the
gaps-
wrong
Oh,
way.
he missed the
He did.
turn.
Turned it around.
Oh.
He went the wrong
Okay.
way
Yep, he's-
through the track.
Yeah.
He has to go
That's
back. Oh, so
unfortunate.
that's there. Fresh got his overtake. Oh, that's too bad.
Tough way to do that.
Still better than crashing. So, like,
Yeah.
Oh no, I see a Jacqueline's. He's frozen in the same spot at the flip again. He's having a real hard time in that spot.
That is unfortunate.
Rentier hasn't finished a lap in a very long time. He's been sitting on 6 laps for ages now. Another ship destroyed for Jacquard, and there you go.
Shortly after the Echo flip.
And there's why we haven't seen Rentier finish the lap.
Oh, ship crashed. But very lucky for Rentier, because normal rocket did not show up. And we only need to disqualify 2 people from the collective 18. And Rentier will be able to race next weekend.
The next interesting, or maybe the last interesting overtake we'll see tonight, if it's able to happen before the end of the race, is Fresh catching up to Plain Fox. He's not too far behind, but it is a fair bit of gap to make up. And we'll see if he can do that before the end of the race.
There's Herbie, and now I want to see where's Huru. What is their position? They're on the same lap together. Is Herbie gonna overtake Huru?
You know, I was talking about gap earlier between number 1 and number 2, Boltok. Now drifting even a little bit farther behind Fresh, 2 minutes and 13 seconds behind, almost 2:14. So Fresh just continuing to push forward and dominate.
Well, Fresh is continuing to pound out those 853s. Boltok last lap was a 909, so you can see that Fresh is he's put the hours of practice into this course into great effect here with just how consistent he's been with these lap times.
Which says
Great
something
racing
because
by,
Fresh has also had to avoid people going the wrong way, dude.
Yeah, he's hailing.
I'm sure Fresh came around that corner and was like, whoa, you're not supposed to be here.
This Plain Fox's perspective, you can see him using his pings to keep an eye on where he's supposed to go.
And this is what I was talking about, because when Fresh was flying through that section, with his reshed, he could see very clearly, but look at the contrast and the darkness from Plain Fox's point of view. It's extremely hard. They're flying in very different... I think after this qualifying, some of the racers might use reshed come race day.
It would definitely be something I'd be looking into.
They have to, because this makes a huge difference. Is it this bad
I
on
also
New
just really
Babbage
like the
as well at
challenge.
night? Yeah,
New
but
Babbage is
I
better.
mean,
New Babbage is better.
yeah, New Babbage is better.
That's
But then
personal
again, they're
preference, really.
trying to win. So like, I don't want the challenge.
I
don't want
ping
the
to
added
win.
challenge.
I'm a pain to winner. I love how immersive nighttime is. But it is not for everyone, I do understand.
Dude,
Jacqueline
3D
has
just jumped
rejoined the
Jacket
chat.
into 6th.
Yep, and Jacqueline's rejoined just behind him, or he's rejoined at his spot already, so he's made a quick rejoin.
And so far, it looks like Huru is safe from Herbie. But things might still change. We still have 12 minutes to go. There's Huru. An incredible performance by Huru. I did not know Huru was this fast. Fantastic. A great racing by Fresh as well, and Boltok. Very smooth.
Oh, no.
Ship destroyed. Beauty Jesus. I
Oh, the
thought.
DNF. Okay.
Oh, the DNF. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, okay.
We'll be looking at a white flag the next time Fresh comes across the line too.
Looks like Jacqueline's finally gotten past Echo Flip. It's hope he gets through the city now as well. I know that's another pain point for him as well. So good luck. Keep it up, Jacqueline.
Might have a bit of an interesting fight going between Huru and Jacqueline if Huru can catches up to him. So we might have something to watch out for here as the race finishes.
Yeah.
Fight. Sorry.
Huru, just stay safe. Just finish in this position. Personally invested now.
Are we missing Plain Fox and Fresh are still a little ways apart.
It's incredible. Like, if you're having a really good race, you don't really get seen on the camera. It's like we haven't seen Boltok at all today.
He's had a fairly clean air for most of this race, and the racers who Fresh has overtaken have had a lot of crashes before Boltox caught up to them.
I mean, like I said, I think that's worth noting that Boltok is 2.5 minutes behind Fresh, but laps ahead of positions 3 and 4. So
Yeah, so he's
Boltok's
doing
been
overtakes.
comfortable, just
He's doing
comfortably
overtakes. We're
doing
just
what
not
they need.
seeing them. And even
Well, I
Shackman
think
did a lot of
the
overtakes.
pilots are crashing before he's getting to them. I don't think he's been having many overtakes on faster pilots. They've usually had a, not that he wouldn't have still gotten there and overtaken them.
Nobody's notices second place. Liquid Prime, who was second this morning. We talked enough about you, Liquid.
How many laps did Liquid complete this morning?
Let me see. Oh, he did 13 as well. Liquid and Shackman both did 13 laps. Then Tin did 12. Jelly did 11. And then we had Canadian Maverick on 9, Quelser on 9, and Nafty on 6.
So it looks like we'll see 2 14s from Fresh and Boltok, which is faster than anyone this morning. And then Plain Fox would not have been second, I don't think, assuming these things hold true as these laps continue to hold true.
There's Yaharo passing Jacqueline.
Oh, did we miss it? Did he make the overtake? Oh, we did miss it. Yeah,
He made
Haru's
it.
going very fast.
Jacqueline was very polite and took a wider line. We appreciate you, Jacqueline. I know you just want to get your lap secured, and that is more important than anything.
Especially after 7 crashes.
Well, as
Yep.
long as Jacqueline crosses this again, that's 9 laps. I think that puts him into qualifying for the main GP.
That's very true, Cube, what you're saying. It was Tint and Jelly doing the battle and overtaking each other and trying to fight and putting on a show, which stole the thunder from Liquid and everybody else in the later part of the race. Right now, we are having Jacqueline and Haru doing this show for us. I don't know.
Just
I
a
want to
round
see
of
Jacqueline
applause for Horo
catch
and
up.
Jacqueline getting another lap secured. They had it rough, but they're back, and they're out to take another lap. Go get one.
Yeah, that last lap time for Jacqueline is almost 2 laps worth of time. That's 17 minutes, 27 seconds.
And really sad day for File as well, despite being very, very good, but because of those 2 crashes back to back, oh, that's like only 8 laps finished so far, and there's only 8 minutes to go.
I was
Pastor
going to say
Horo
we are
crash with Jacqueline overtaking.
Yeah.
way out.
What's going on there? Haru is on a...
I think that was a crash.
Oh no.
It's a
I mean-
crash with the marker. Not sure where he is. There you go. That's it.
Oh. Ooh, didn't need this
There's a Haru crash. Oh, that's too bad. Jacqueline
like he was
was able to
spinning.
survive the debris and keep flying, which is good for him.
Whoa! The crossover.
Haru might be going for a 4th position here if he
Yeah,
comes across
now
the
it
finish
will
line
definitely
again.
happen. With this crash, Haru will not survive it. He will definitely have a drop in position.
Yeah, Haru's gonna have a hard time. He's got to get down here quick before white flag's called. Can you confirm that, Echo? If a white flag's called and you're coming to rejoin, can you still get on to try to finish a lap, or how would that work?
You can. That's checkered flag where that's the
Right.
cutoff point. When checkered flag is raised, deaths or if you're not rejoined, no laps will count from then on.
So Haru
That'll
wants
be
to come in here
disastrous for
quick
Haru.
to get another lap.
Yeah, if that was true, he will lose a lot of positions and he will fall down pretty much 7th. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to get in there. Well, he has a little bit of time before a checkered flag comes up, because Fresh is getting close to finishing this lap, but then he'll have another almost 9 minutes as for Fresh to complete the final lap for him to get on here. So he's probably got about 12 minutes to get back.
Quick reminder for everybody, we are approaching our last 5 official minutes on our time clock here. But as Dirk was just talking about, we've got a lap that we've got to complete, get some white flag and checkered flag action. If you have not yet picked up your Anzio Racing merch, it is one of the best ways to support the Anzio Racing org and events like this. All you got to do is put ! merch in the live Twitch chat or go to anzioracing.com/merch. and pick up the thing that suits you and your team best. But really amazing stuff. A great selection there to check out. So go do that today and support Anzia Racing.
Get a Plain Fox
whittling.
overtake on Herbie.
There was
That was
three
really
racers
impressive to
flying
see.
together.
I don't think Fresh is going to make it to a Plain Fox overtake before the end of this race. I think the gap's too far. We'll see at the end of this lap what the gap is, but I don't think Fresh is going to have the time.
Who are just
Just
joining in
watching how
now?
Playing Fox was flying, he's really in a groove. Like he
Fresh
cut the
will-
course very, very well when taking over Herbie. And here's
Yeah,
Fresh.
that's gonna be the team orders now for Herbie to let Fresh pass, and I think he's doing that right now. Right now.
Yeah, he's made it an easy pass for him, an easy and safe one.
There we go. Fresh is gone. He came and he went. Easy as that.
Yeah, so it's about 15 seconds between Fresh and Plain Fox. So that is, I mean, Fresh can have a delta of close to 20 plus seconds on Plain Fox when he's going fast, but it'll be close. I think they'll be right next to each other as they finish. So I think for Plain Fox, actually, what he's going to want, he really wants to stay ahead of him so he doesn't get caught by the checkered flag. He wants to get through the start finish before Fresh does. Otherwise, he's going to lose a full lap on his leaderboard.
We have
White flag this
now.
time.
Just Fresh just crossed the line, so yep. There we go.
Yeah, so this will be interesting for Plain Fox. He really wants to stay ahead of Fresh. If Fresh manages an overtake, Plain Fox is going to lose a whole lap because he won't be able to go finish another one under the checkered flag. And that could almost, if Haru gets back quick, Haru could almost use that to his advantage. If Fresh were to overtake Plain Fox, we could see Haru come all the way back up into third. If Fresh overtakes Plain Fox and Haru comes in and gets another lap in before the end of this race.
So much happening just in a qualifying race. It'll be a very, very interesting GP. Who's gonna be the unlucky one with the most crashes next weekend? Who's gonna have a bad race, and who's just gonna have no crashes at all? The money would be on Fresh and Ball Talk at this stage, because those are the only two in this race who haven't had a crash so far.
It's going to be, or we were talking earlier too about how this EU qualifier had a faster average, and it seems we're going to get most people getting into the double digits of laps, which is better than, I mean, better than what, third or fourth place at the US one?
Yeah, more laps, definitely 14. So Fresh is already ahead. And if Baltic does that, yep, they are already ahead. So the Sheknu and Liquid Prime will have to take lower grid positions. Very, very cool.
Gonna make for an exciting lap 1 next Saturday.
That's gonna be the tough one, the chaos. Fresh coming to the warehouse. Wow, how closely he takes that. Even at this late stage in the race, he's not being safe. Ho, ho, ho. Fastest lap by Ball Talks. What?
I think that's an error.
That's a
Yeah,
typo.
that has to be an error. Only I can do those speeds.
Yeah,
In your dream.
Bulldog got an extra lap in there, I think.
Yeah, Boltok does have an extra lap, so I think we just call it on the track.
Yeah.
Okay, we see Haru's coming in now. Haru's coming to join in the race. So this is what we want to see happen is for Haru wants to see Fresh overtake Plain Fox. And then he might be able to get himself up into third place, I believe. Or maybe not. No, maybe not quite, actually.
No,
I think I have
no.
that math wrong. I think no matter what happens here.
Yeah, I've
Plain
been
Fox usually
wondering
is
about
third.
that. Like, how is that gonna play out? And I was like, okay, maybe I don't understand this. Like, but yeah, okay. But I really want Huru to come back and have a good grid position. At this stage, however, they all have completed 10 laps. So that Jelly had 11 laps finished, and he was 4th. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'll remind you again, Shakno and Liquid had 13 laps finished, Tint had 12 laps, and Jelly had 11. So once we have the lap overview, we can kind of see how the grid will look like next weekend.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favorite parts actually about endurance racing, especially when it involves a team. When you have someone on the white flag or checkered flag lap here, like Fresh, you can sort of you can almost get an extra lap out of your team by making sure
Yeah.
that Fresh doesn't cross the finish line first before you. The strategy can get really interesting all the way down to the very end.
Yeah, because as a team, when you have multiple racers, you can dictate that kind of grid positioning. Because we're deciding this qualifying. Here we go. Fresh has 14 laps. I think Ball Talk also has 14 laps. So those are your starters for next weekend. Fresh and Ball Talk. They will be. I think. I don't know. At this stage, they're at the same number as Shakno Liquid Prime. We'll still have to
Fresh
see.
will get 14 when
They
he
will have
crosses.
14 and 14. So yeah, they will be. Fresh and Ball Talk will be first and second, and then Shakno and Liquid will be going for 3rd and 4th.
Fresh
And
is
then
pushing on Plain Fox here. This overtake, this is going to be really interesting.
And
Does this
sorry about
does
the
this
leaderboard
change
going
grid
away.
position?
I've removed
Yeah.
Dolsock's double counted lap, and we
Yeah.
should have accurate laps again.
So at the US qualifier, what were the, can someone just quickly go over the total laps for each racer
Yeah.
for me?
I just did that. So that was Shakno and Liquid on 13 each, Tint at 12, Jelly at 11. So that
Okay,
would
so
be, yeah.
for Plain Fox, what is he at right now? He's at, sorry, it's not
He's
He's
updated.
at
at
11.
11.
So he'll have
So,
12 in the end.
well, no, he's either going to have 12 or 13. So this is a whole grid position for Plain Fox, having to stay ahead of Fresh. If Fresh catches up to him and crosses him, it'll drop him down another spot on the grid because he won't be able to get the extra lap in.
But they are approaching the later part of the track, so at this and there's no eco flip to do where Fresh usually catches up on players.
The
Very,
section they're
very
coming
cool
up
to
on is
see.
a section that I've heard from guys that can be a lot of times.
The highway.
I know the after the highway, the
Okay. It's the hold on. What's after the
the
highway?
dock pit. The
The
dock
dock
pit
pit,
I've heard is
yeah.
a huge time save area.
So
So
there's
Fresh does that very smoothly and gets in front of Plain Fox. Like I say, that's a full grid position for Plain Fox in the main GP.
they're entering the dock pit section now. After that, they still have Tiger Highway and District 4 to go through.
Also for Plain Fox, he's rather. I mean, I don't. He might be listening to the stream, and if he is, don't leave any boost through the end of this lap because if Fresh overtakes you, that will not be good.
Here we are. Yeah, Fresh is. Oh boy. Okay.
Been hitting that line consistently all day.
Yeah, good job playing Fox. He's looks like he's maintaining
holding.
the gap.
He's doing great,
he's able. Oh, but you, how many of these are there?
Quite a few. Oh, the gap's coming
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, it is. He definitely pushed. Oh no. Only one more section.
Fresh
to
has
go.
a lot of boost. I imagine he's gonna dump it through to the end here. So I don't know how much boost Plain Fox has left, but it's coming down to the wire for Plain Fox.
Good job by playing Fox, though. It's
Yeah, I was
not
gonna
easy
say,
to
playing
hold off.
Fox, super aggressive right now, hitting all these current turns as fast as they possibly can.
Oh, it
Widening
came
the
down
gap,
to
by the way.
500 meters. Yeah, now it has gone up to 800 meters. So
I mean, that might be a boost difference there too.
Yeah.
And Fresh had a much better line through
he's
there.
overtaken.
Oh
Fresh
no!
has overtaken playing Fox. We did not see that happen though. What?
No,
That's a
it was
position down.
yeah. It was the line through a turn where Fresh did a negative G and kept things much straighter. Plain Fox took things a little bit wider and it lost a whole section there. And that is it for Plain Fox is going to lose a position on the grid. overtaking
flag.
in like
Flag, fresh.
third to last line.
There we go. And we can already see that playing Fox. The race is finished for playing Fox, just like that. Wow, that was very, very close.
That's a whole grid position loss for playing Fox there, not being able to hold it in the last turn.
Yep.
I mean, I
Never
can't
been
blame
able
him.
to-
It is fresh coming down on you, but that is crazy. It's very fun to watch.
Incredible racing, like fresh. It was not an. He didn't have a single moment of just chilling there. He just kept pushing throughout the race, fresh throughout the qualifying. Oh, this was a lot of effort, and also, but a very good practice for the Grand Prix next weekend. Only two, so the grid positions right now, they're all gonna change. Very interesting. What will be the final grid? Fresh and Ball Talk will definitely take the lead.
Playing Fox says he got distracted on the last straight. Oh, that's too bad.
No, I got
That's
distracted.
unfortunate.
No, playing Fox. Man, you were doing good. Don't get distracted next weekend, please.
So that
Ship
means we're
destroy
gonna have,
for
what was
Rentier.
Oh
that?
no,
Re-
Rentier.
Oh, Rentier at the end too. That sucks.
Ship
Crash number
destroyed.
4.
Looks like collision for File and Rentier there. Looks like a collision.
At this point, we're just waiting to see if there's any more collisions between Huru, Herbie, Dude 3D, and Jacobin. If any of them crash, then they will fall to the bottom of that group of 4. Otherwise, we'll probably hold where we're at right now in positions.
Very happy for Huru to. He was able to stay ahead of Herbie. It's awesome. But I don't want to jinx it, so I'm knocking on wood.
And interestingly, we still are waiting for Bull Talk to complete this lap. You know, at the beginning of the race, we saw these two neck and neck, constantly next to each other, and that gap just got wider and wider and wider as the race progressed.
Race finish for Dude 3D. Oh, wow.
Well, that's really well done for him. Then gets him all the way up to 4.
Mm.
I'm not quite sure how that happened, but
Yeah, because he
I
was
think it was just a few
behind.
crashes. Yeah.
Is that? Fresh, thanks for the show. Welcome
Well, when
to the
everyone
chat.
is so close, when everyone's so close in laps, near the end here, it's very easy for that position to change up.
There's Bull Talk.
Bull
finishing
Talk comes across.
So yeah, very well done, Dude 3D, getting himself into the 4th spot there on the grid. I think Herbie's coming across, so Herbie is gonna move up a position as well. So I think it was Haru's falling so far down with the crash, but trying to get back in there. Haru might be at the back of this line.
And that's unfortunate
No,
because Haru was
he's
up.
coming up now. He's not too far.
And that's unfortunate either way because Haru was in a good position in third for most of this event. They just had a couple of crashes that knocked them down the order.
They're approaching the finish line now with Huru. Playing Fox's hands are hurting. Well, you have 1 week to calm them down. Insane consistency, yeah, from Fresh and Ball Talk, amazing. There was a huge gap between the two, but still. There we go, Herbie's jumped ahead.
Really well done, Herbie, with the 5th.
And here's Huru.
At the end of this, Echo, are we going to have an example of what our grid is going to look like for the main GP? Is that a little bit too early to be asking for?
Yeah, I don't have anything prepared to combine the results yet. But if you can math them
we
out
can
right now, you're more
speculate.
than welcome to talk about them.
I mean, you can
speculate.
Yeah, you can see that it's gonna be Fresh Ball Talk, and then it's gonna be either Tint or Playing Fox because they're both on 12 laps each at this stage. Yeah, Shaq. No, oh no, Fresh Ball Talk, Shaqno and Liquid Prime after that.
Right, yeah.
So
And then
our
it's
top
between
4
Tint and Playing
positions,
Fox at 12?
are already locked. Yeah, so it'll be either Playing Fox or Tint, depending on their collective time. After that, we have Jellyhead at 11. How many laps did Herbie complete?
I think Dude 3D, Herbie, Haru, and Jacobin are all going to be at 11.
I'm gonna wait for. I'm just waiting for the screen to change to the laps. Let's see.
Yeah, Herbie should be sitting at 11.
Yeah, so they're all 11, 11. Herbie.
So it's going to
Drew,
depend on who
Dude.
crossed the line faster in the race time, which would
Yeah,
probably
and
be,
the-
That's it.
For morning it was
Okay.
only Jellyhead at 11, and after that it will be Jacodin and File, and after that it will be Canadian Maverick and Quelsar, and
Jacqueline
after
and
that
File
it
should
will
get to
be
11.
Rentier.
They'll finish with
Oh
11.
yes. So they will jump ahead of Maverick and Quelsar. And Rentier will have 8 laps, but Rentier will be starting at the back of the grid. Quelsar will be second last in the grid. That we
I'm
know.
actually I'm not seeing File. So File I think will finish at 10. I think he might have had a crash and not gotten back soon enough. But Jacqueline
that's
will get up to
still-
11.
That's still ahead of Maverick and Quelsar because they only did 9 laps.
Right. Okay.
So the
Jacqueline,
the
the
bottom
lone
of
racer.
the grid. Yeah. Today truly with so many crashes. The back of the grid is Rentier, Quelsar, Maverick, and then File, Jacodin. That's the reverse grid, I'm telling you.
We just got confirmation that File did crash after the checkered flag, so File is done.
File is 10 laps then. Jaco will 11, be 11. That's still ahead of Maverick and Quelsar. Herbie, great job. Welcome to the chat. You did good. Very consistent. Herbie didn't have a crash, did he? No. So Fresh, Baltic, and Herbie had no
Yes.
crashes today.
Herbie had a crash.
Good job.
Herbie
Good
had a
job to the
crash.
No Crash Club.
So it was
Yeah,
Fresh.
guys, in
Just
this race,
Fresh
the
and
No
Boltog.
Crash Club is only 2 guys. It is just the number 1 and 2 positions. It's Fresh and Boltog. Everybody else had a crash of at least once.
Oh, well, no, Papa Juggernaut. We didn't crash either.
Well, I mean, give me time. Give me time.
I had one when I moved to the side of the track to let someone overtake. Oh, that was the one, the team orders. It was Fresh you were letting overtake. Yeah, I remember. I actually talked about that. That was the team. So we were right. It was the team orders that got you that crash. Waiting for Jacodin to come over and Rentier to finish that lap, and that will bring the qualifying to an end. Great job
That's a
by
good
Oleg
question, though.
Lime and Wolf today.
Rentier didn't Rentier crash after File? If that's the case, Rentier was also after the flag.
Oh, did Rentier have another crash as well? Oh boy. Okay. Jacodin, race finished.
I think so. I think they
Great
crashed
job.
around the same time, and I thought Rentier was after File, but I could be wrong. The race officials are all kinds of official on that.
And there's a party going on. That's Baltok, Huru, and Fresh congratulating each other and exchanging insurance information. Hello,
Sad
guys.
to see them. Sad to see them. We've got Boltok and Haru not in Mirai outfits, so it looks like they need to win. Seem to be lacking.
You only
Well-
can put on the Razor. Oh, they're exchanging cruise bottles. That's the sportsmanship. How cool. Well, the after party of the qualifying race is happening right now. Everybody's joining. That's Thunderwolf, our camera person, Nox Verdine, our checkpoint officer, also joining the party. And I am expecting Oleg to crash soon into the ships and make it official. Polaris frame mutter. Oh, Jacko, sorry to hear that. Hit your landing gear. Unfortunate. Is Andrew MI66 in the party? Is he taking screenshots?
They had a family thing come up. I actually
Oh, okay,
DM'd
okay,
them
okay,
earlier.
okay.
But we'll get them for the Grand Prix next weekend.
Yeah.
And that's it. That is our race. I'm going to quickly show you all the results so you can see all of the laps together from our wonderful races. Here are the results of the EU Asia GP1 qualifying race. And there they are. Well done to all of our racers. you all put in such an incredible effort. Thank you so much for coming out here. And we'll tally these up later, but our friends here have speculated where they're going to place next weekend. So you'll see that very soon in the Yanzia Discord. Back
If
to
you
us
keep
in
the screen
commentator
up,
booth.
if
yeah?
just keep the screen, I'll just go through the speculated leaderboard for the next week's GP. It's just going to be Fresh, Ball Talk, Shaknu, Liquid Prime, and then either playing Fox or Tint in the next positions. And after that, it'll be Dude, Irby, Huru, Jakudin, and Jellyhead somewhere in there, depending on the collective times. After that, it will be File, and then it'll be Canadian Maverick and Quelsar in the end. So, Beauty Jesus, Nafty. Oh, and Renty Rich is also there. Okay, yeah, Renty Rich will be starting ahead of. Renty Rich will be starting last. Second last will be Quelsar. And Computer Jesus and Nafty have been disqualified from the Godly 15.
Félicitations, Rampier.
There you go, back to
what
us in
Drunk
the
said.
commentator booth. Hello everyone!
Hello, hello.
Yes, we're still here.
Juggernaut. See your logo,
Here, I
but we don't
promise.
see
I'm on
you.
the wrong. I'm on a different screen. I was doing other race work. Sorry.
There we go.
Welcome back. That was a good
All right.
race.
Thank you. Really appreciated the race, and especially to everybody who is watching us live on Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget that the Grand Prix #1 race is next Saturday for pretty much everybody. It will be 9 o'clock on the U.S. West Coast and approximately 4 p.m. GMT. If I'm doing my math right. So we hope you can all tune in and check out the grid that Len's just laid out for you. So we're looking forward to seeing that. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate your support of Anzia Racing and the entire racing community. Lens, where would people find you if they wanted to see you somewhere other than this broadcast?
Well, I am traveling for a while now, so the only place you will find me will be right here on NZA Racing. I'll be back next weekend with you. I'm not sure who is going to be in the commentary booth, so I'll be shoutcasting for the Dragon Tofu qualifying, the final Grand Prix, which will be a lot of points to grab, so I'll be here. Other than that, you can find me on YouTube. I stream my artwork sometimes. Again, I'm gonna hype up my Titan. Yes, that's one of my
Oh,
artworks.
looks awesome.
Yeah, doesn't it? One more
Mhm.
time. Thanks for the plug. Yeah, I do a lot of Star Citizen artworks, a lot of doodle works and stuff. Do a lot of virtual photography. Hang out with Papa Juggernaut. Hang out with the cool kids of the Star Citizen. A proud member of Southern Cross Alliance and NZA Racing.
I love that he started that laundry list of things with, well, right now I'm traveling, so the only place you'll find me is here in Anzia. Then he listed 9,000 things. So thank you very much. Dashmaster, it was great to have you join us for this particular qualifying run. Where would people find you and what would they find when they do?
Of course. Well, you can find me on IE Sports Radio on YouTube every Monday with the Extra Mile, talking all things racing. We're going to be talking about this race as well as the ongoing NASCAR playoffs. IndyCar just wrapped up, but the silly season is underway. The NHRA is beginning their countdown to one. The Italian Grand Prix is going on right now, and none of the positions have really changed. Actually, I just lied, but I'm not going to spoil because I know Lens wants to watch it. So you can catch me there. I need to get back onto my streaming, twitch.tv/Dashmaster. So keep intact or keep it in tune on there. And again, sorry for my tardiness. Next week will actually be at a decent time for me, so I will definitely be here.
Dirk the Cameraless. If people wanted to learn more about you, where should they do that?
Yeah, I would definitely go check out Jackedin's YouTube channel, actually, because that's where we host the SCR podcast, and that's probably the best place to see more from me. Other than that, I just run my racing team.
I'm going to save our best for last, so I will go right now, and I will let you know. If you wanted to find more about me at the PJ Party, all you got to do is go to YouTube, youtube.com/Papa Juggernaut. You can check me out on Blue Sky. You can check me out on Threads. I'm active in a whole lot of Discords, including my own. And last but not least, we have the wonderful Echo Bit. Echo, the presiding officer of Anzia Racing. How should people discover Anzia and you?
Hello, you can go to anziaracing.com to discover all things Star Citizen community racing and where to sign up and even participate as an amateur or get started with your racing career in the community. anziaracing.com or join our Discord, discord.gg/anziaracing. And if you want to find anyone here, their links are also below in the Twitch panel section and the About section. Go down there, follow them, make sure you give them some love on social media, and check out their videos and channels as well.
Thank you to everybody who is watching this live or recorded. We appreciate the support. Please, if you're live, stick around. We are about to raid out to another live streamer, so enjoy. And once again, is it race day yet?
We'll see you next time,
I was just looking
everyone.
at those
Bye-bye.
those About Us sections. That's an amazing job, Echo. What's heaven to that?
You're welcome. Just one last thank you to the racers. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you to the event staff and Cloud Imperium Games for making the best damn Space Sim Star Citizen. And thank you to all our commentators. And thank you for joining us today, Dank, as well. We love you very much. And is it race day yet? Bye-bye, everyone! Anzia Racing would like to thank the following: